towards the edge. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show 'em you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the outcome. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, you want it all. This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Shout out to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all for being in this episode of the Pelican Postgame Report. For all things Pelicans, the Pelicans come down with the win 103-95. And the Pelicans hold off. They hold off the 76ers to get the W in this one, man. And after a huge first quarter, the Pelicans kind of stammer and stumble a bit in the second half. 21 points in the third and 19 in the fourth, but the Pelicans hold off the Sixers, man, and we get the dub. So shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in the live. Please feel free to hit that like button. Let the overreacting begin. Jacob, shout out to you, brother. Yeah, well, listen, fam. He expected people to overreact to, oh man, the Pelicans, man. What the hell the Pelicans did, man. We was about to blow this team out and then we didn't. Let's move on to Willie, man. Here we go, bro. We're gonna cover it a little bit. Here we go.
You do such a great job at setting the tone, getting out in transition, which was a major point of yours at practice yesterday.
Yeah, the first half was just a beautiful display of basketball. Getting stops defensively, deflection steals, rebounding the ball. We got out, played in the open floor. The ball is moving. We're playing with force. And in the second half, they're not going to go away. They're going to take pride playing in this building on their home floor. Give them credit. They got physical with us, took us out of some of our actions. They were driving the ball a bit more. And we just got kind of stagnant, but grateful, I'm grateful that we hit some shots down the stretch, got a couple stops, and was able to win the game.
Is there a way you'd like your team to handle physicality differently when other teams start getting into you like they did tonight in the second half?
Well, in this particular game, when you got your foot on a team's neck, you keep it there, and you don't allow them to get back in the game and get a rhythm and get momentum, and give them credit, but some of the ownership on the second half is on us. But I still go back to the fact that it's hard to win in the NBA. Super proud of our group in the locker room, walking out of this building with a win, no matter who it is. And, we'll get back to practice, watch some film, and kind of build from there.
Also, Najee's contributions tonight.
Najee was huge on both ends of the floor. His energy was at a high level. He hit shots. He was all over the place defensively. It was great to see him come out and have the performance that he did tonight.
He blocked an Uber with 3 minutes left. What do you think about just the defensive plays that Zion was able to make in this game?
Yeah, Z did a fantastic job on defense tonight. Like you said, that block was huge. Oubre was kind of getting it going. He got down the lane, and Z came over, weak side help, huge block. We secured a rebound. I believe we go and score from there. Herb hits a big three late, but Zion was big for us on both ends of the floor.
How does that help y'all when he's just being a defensive playmaker like he was in this game?
It helps a ton. And, that effort, that mentality is what we need to have for 48 minutes. And when Z's playing like that, he's really difficult to stop.
You said the physicality kind of turned the tide of the game, but late the press really gave y'all a lot of problems. What did you kind of see with that? And you ended up putting Jose in there at the end to kind of help, deal with that as well.
We didn't handle it well, and a lot of it had to do with us walking the ball up the floor, not being aggressive. The game's not over. It's 48 minutes, and we did a great job of building the lead. I told the guys in the huddle, that's a credit to them. Don't give it all away by getting too relaxed. And I just felt like we got a bit relaxed, and they turned it up.
We talked about it all season, but Herb, making those two plays at the end, the play where he throws it off campaign out of bounds and then hits the three in the corner. Just what do you think when you see him make those type of plays when you really need it?
He's been big time for us since he walked in our building, and we're all grateful to have him. And even with the second half not being as great as we want to, it's still a blessing to get an opportunity to coach these guys. And we're all enjoying it, and now we can get back and watch some film and continue to grow from here.
Yeah, that's what the press. But once y'all were able to get into half court offense, what did you see that kind of made y'all struggle so much in the second half to kind of execute on that end of the court?
We got to go finish. If they're going to press us, don't bring the ball out and run a play. We have a mismatch. We have 3-on-2 or 4-on-3. We need to continue to attack. That's what got us the lead. That's what helped us kind of take the momentum of this game. And then the press and the physicality, we kind of pull the ball back out. Now we're playing against the shot clock, possession after possession. That's not how we want to play. Okay, thank you.
All right. Shout out to Coach Willie dropping the science. I'm Big Q. We got Lexxah chiming in. DC still on break right now, but big ups to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in the stream. This was an interesting game, man, by many measurements. The Pelicans just came out with such a force in this game, and ultimately, when the second half came, it just was like Lexxah would say, it was a tale of two halves, no doubt about it. But the Pelicans
took one of my lines.
Oh yes. That was like one of them old books from back in the day, man. A tale of two cities. But yeah, it was definitely a tale of two halves, big time, because this was a situation where I thought this was going to be an utter just deconstruction of the Philadelphia team, missing its top player in Joel Embiid, missing its best player in Maxey, and all they had was Tobias and a ton of role players, but that was enough because they had heart. And those 76ers, credit to them, man, they made it a game. And the Pelicans just kind of fell apart in some regards in the second half. Philly snuck back in, got it down to like 8 points, I want to say, the close to got like 8 points, something like that. And ultimately the Pelicans were like, man, let's just get this, just push these people on out of here and get the W. And they ultimately won. So anyway, shout out to y'all. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to hit the share button as well, because we up in this thing. Let's talk some Pelicans tonight, man. We're going to talk about this one. We're going to preview the next one against the Hawks, and we're going to open up the phone lines tonight. So y'all get ready to get your chat on. All right, Lex, coming to you on this one. 103-95, Pelicans hold off the Sixers. Big first half, not so big second half. What are your thoughts on this?
This was it went from being, a solid win to a bad win in a way. We started the game playing to win the game, and in the second half we were playing not to lose. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Yeah, like there was a lot of things in this game that it's like, again, the Pelicans started to revert back to bad habits. coming out in the third quarter, the fourth quarter, just not the same energy, not the same intensity, not taking care of business, the lack of focus, the lack of executing, the lack of staying disciplined. That's basically what happened. I mean, we've all seen this before from the Pels. I actually, like, even when they were up by 30, I was just sitting on my sofa and I wasn't saying anything. I wasn't cheering or anything. I was just watching the game, because every time they go up by a lot in the first half like this, I'm waiting. I like to wait to see what's going to happen in the second half, because I'm not trying to cheer and root and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden it's like, what the heck happened to the team? I stopped doing that. And I just watched. I just sat there and watched. And I was just looking. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Because that's the thing that's kind of scary with this team, how they can come out and they look like they're trying to make a statement. They're really like, sending a message, like not just to this team, but the rest of the league. And then second half is like, yeah, we're going to play down to your level. It's almost like they kind of felt sorry for the Sixers not having their stars. So in order to make it interesting, they wanted to straddle the fence with the win-loss. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this was, I mean, it's basically just going back to the original things. Like, this team needs to be focused throughout the whole game, be disciplined throughout the whole game. The game is not over until the last buzzer, in the fourth quarter, the very last one. It's like, you can't stop playing. You can't stop doing that. I mean, obviously, it's kind of weird looking at this game, and because I want to hit this. Even though, what's the head coach of the Sixers? I forget.
Nick Nurse.
Yeah, Nick Nurse. Even though Nick Nurse did not have his key guys, including Anthony Melton, because you're talking about like 70 points that they were missing. Even with all that, you can kind of see that Willie Green was getting out coached. Even without stars, you're talking about just having role players. He was really delayed in his just rotations. I mean, we know he's always had problems with rotations. But I think one thing that kind of killed this game is that every game has a vibe. It has a flow. It has a feel. And that's something that I've really noticed with Willie. Like, he really shows that he doesn't understand the flow. He doesn't understand the vibe, like what the game needs and what the game doesn't need in that particular game. One thing I will say is that CJ was getting killed by Cam Payne. He was getting killed by that dude. I don't know what type of defense CJ was playing, but and this isn't the only time his defense has been rough. Like, I know a lot of people want to talk about, Zion and BI, their defense. I've seen a lot of situations where CJ's defense is atrocious. But nobody really talks about his defense. But he was getting killed. Larry Nance, I don't know what was going on with him. I felt like he had like Butterfinger hands. But he wasn't finishing those bunnies. You got to finish those, man. But he just seemed off. Him and CJ really seemed off. I think obviously Zion had it going. I was actually kind of surprised that during key times that it wasn't in Zion's hands because he was just having such a strong imprint on the game. Defensively and offensively as well, and just looking for guys. But I don't know, this game was weird, Big Q. It was weird. There were some good things, but again, there was a lot of things that reverted back to bad habits that this team has had all season. But we did get the win. It was a bad win, but again, it is a win. It's one of those things, at this point we got to learn from it, but we got to understand moving forward, y'all can't have this huge of a difference with the tail of these two halves. It's too much of it. It's too lopsided, because again, I always go to this, even though the Sixers are a good team, well, they didn't have their stars. So they were probably a mediocre team without their stars, like an average team. But when we play the better teams, like the Celtics, you know what I'm saying? The Denver Nuggets, where they have all their guys, think about that lopsidedness. Think about that gap between first half and second half. Do you think we would have won those games if this same situation happened? Because the way that they're playing right now, I'm gonna say no. Like they would have, ate up that 30-point lead, took the lead, and won the game. Because they're the better teams. They execute better down the stretch. They have a lot of fight. They have a lot of physicality. They tighten up. They start, making the right plays down the stretch. They'll eat you up. So, just gotta, we gotta fix this because this can't happen. And those games against those teams are coming.
You damn right they're coming. They got a tough stretch of games coming up, man. But and tonight, like getting the Sixers team without their top two players, like I said, I was thinking, man, the way they were rolling, boy, those shots were falling, man. Najee Marshall was awesome, man, getting it going for the Pelicans.
Yeah.
He was shooting the ball, and there were some bright spots in this game, man, as well. But you could tell Willie Green was noticeably upset in terms of when we was watching the game, him looking how the Pelicans allowed the 76ers to shrink the league into single digits. So anyway, let's cover some of the statistics from the matchup, man. Pels 35 of 79 from the field, 44.3%. Sixers 35 of 88 for just under 40%. The Pels were 11 of 31 from downtown for 35.5%. Sixers 9 of 37 for 24.3%. Pelicans got to the foul line 23 times, was 22 of 23 for almost 96%. Very proud of that. Sixers 6 of 20 for 80%. Pelicans had almost 50 rebounds tonight, 48 to 42. The assists were 22-21 in favor of the Pelicans, 8 to 7 steals. Sixers way 11 to 7 blocks way for the Pels. The turnovers 14 by the Pels versus 12 by the Sixers, 16 points all by the Pels versus 15 by the Sixers. The fast break, a battle won by the Pelicans, 17 to 14 points in the paint went the Sixers way, 42 to 38. And like I said, the Pelicans led as much as 35 points. The Sixers shrunk it to 8 points before the Pelicans were able to start pushing the thing back in the opposite direction later on in the game. Of course, let's look at some of the individual statistics now. As Zion Williamson led the Pelicans in scoring tonight, 23 points for him in 35 minutes. He was 7 to 14 from the field. He was perfect from the foul line. He got to the foul line 9 times.
Big Q, he heard you.
Yes. And see, Lex, that's the whole thing. Is like if he got there, he was forceful. He got there and made some big
Yeah.
things happen.
He still didn't
9.
get there enough, man. He was hitting
Yeah,
that ground so many times. It,
I
it
know.
was it
I
was
know.
making
Amy,
me upset.
we was looking at Amy. Amy was looking very concerned, man. Amy was looking real concerned on the sideline, but 9-9 from the foul line. He finished with 23 points and 12 rebounds for Zion Williamson, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. And what a block he had on Kelly Oubre.
Yeah.
He just got up there,
And
boy, and
he was having a block party, boy. He was he was our rim protector. I hope he continues to do that more.
oh, indeed, I love that aspect of his game. 3 blocks, but for tonight for Zion, that was big. And of
And some
course,
steals.
right, 19 points for Najee off the bench in 18 minutes. Najee was 7 of 8 from the field and a perfect 4 of 4 from downtown. He was
Very
plus
productive.
23 as well. So shout out to Najee. 19 points, 4 boards for him. A steal in the block for Najee. Like I said, he was plus 23 tonight for him. 17 from Brandon Ingram in 35 minutes. He had 7 boards to go along with 5 assists and 2 blocks of his own. 10 from CJ McCollum, who struggled in this game with 27 minutes. He was 5 of 14 from the field, 0 for 7 from downtown for CJ. 10 points, 4 boards, and assists and a block for CJ. Struggled in this one. Big V in 19 minutes, only 6 points, but did give you 10 rebounds to go along with a steal and a block for him. And off the bench, you've seen guys like Trey Murphy in 28 minutes, 3 of 8, kind of cool. He definitely cooled off from the last outing, only had 10 points in 28 minutes, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 7 from downtown. He had 3 assists, three assists, and 3 rebounds, and 7 apiece from Larry Nance, who played 27 minutes, 7 points, 4 boards for Larry, and plus 15 in his way. And Jose Alvarado, 21 minutes of action. He was 7 points with 2 assists and a rebound, and plus 12 for Jose Alvarado. So anyway, that's some of the stuff we've seen from them. And on the other side of things, their top scorer was Tobias Harris. He finished with 21 points and 10 rebounds for his squad. So Lex, this was, like I said, Zion Williamson did his thing, but boy, Najee Marshall got it going early, hitting the 3-pointers, and he really kind of pushed the Pelicans. Jump started them in the first half, and then everything kind of shifted. And you kind of commented on a lot of that. What basically happened with that. So when we talk about kind of moving from this matchup, if you won't comment any more on what we just covered in the stats, before we transition to the Hawks matchup, we're still on this road trip. The Pelicans of winners of 3 in a row currently, and the Pelicans are sitting up there at 38-25, and they've won 3 in a row. They're 7-3 over the last 10 contests, which is a positive. So the Pelicans just have to keep doing what they're doing, taking a game by game approach. Wasn't ideal tonight, but at the end of the day, it's definitely something to learn on as we move into the next matchup against Atlanta. So just feel free to touch on that if you have anything to remaining on that last matchup.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we can't have these mental lapses. I mean, the stats are, Najee had a heck of a night. 19 points in 18 minutes. I mean, talk about being overly productive. He has more points than minutes. So, he really did his thing. I'm glad he really stepped up. Obviously, Zion, he had a solid night. But just as a team, like, again, looking at the goals for this team and their aspirations and things of that nature, um, they can't have these they need to put a full game together. They have to play the full game. It's 48 minutes for a reason. So I think that's just the biggest thing. Like, we can't do this from here on out. I mean, there really is not any room for error. I mean, it's that time to polish up on stuff, not revert back to bad habits like 2.0. That's the scary part about this team. Still, You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm, just trying to be positive because, obviously they did get the win, but it's how they got this win, especially by them being up so big, and it started turning into a game, the last like 5 minutes of the game. So, yeah, we just got to do better. Got to do better, you know, with that part mentally.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Absolutely, no doubt about it. And we talk about ugly wins. We talk about some of the wins that we've seen. The two prior wins where the Pelicans just kind of dominated their opponents. We expected that to happen tonight. They had to kind of sink back in and put up a fight toward the back end because the Sixers was making a run at it. The human squirrel started hitting shots, and then you started seeing the different things happen. You seen Paul Reed started getting going against, did a good job against Big V. So shout out to Reed. He did a really swell job against Valanciunas in terms of stopping him from doing what he had to do.
Did a good job on Larry Nance too. They got to go up stronger, man, in that paint. They're
Yeah.
going up too weak, fumbling the ball, and I've been seeing that a lot. I don't know if anybody else have noticed, but I mean, you got to dunk that, man. Dunk the ball.
He finally did it toward the back end.
With some authority, man. Like, break somebody's hand. Like, punish them for even sticking their hand up in there to even block, but they got to stop going up in there like weak or trying to get those floaters and you're right there in front of the basket. Man, dunk that every single time. And it's the same thing with Zion too. Zion, he got to dunk that stuff, man. I mean, I love his layups. I love them, but sometimes it doesn't call for a layup. You got to go in there with some more authority, and posterize people.
Yeah, listen, you talking my talk. You're saying violence and being physical.
Yep.
I'm with that.
Yeah, they look, these teams, I mean, because I think it's clear that it's out. These teams are being physical with the Pels.
Yep.
Once the Sixers started getting more physical with them, it throws the Pelicans off. I'm not saying that the Pelicans cannot take the physicality, but apparently they get shook. They get shook.
I don't like that, Lex, because that's the thing is when the Pelicans are hitting shots, the word is just get physical with them, and it'll stunt them.
But that's the word around the whole league. That's why I was saying if this was a team like the Celtics, if this was a team like Denver, you see what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
we got this win against a team that doesn't have any stars. But what if you do have a more disciplined team and they have their stars? It kind of puts things in perspective. Like, man, we really got to work on that because it could have hurt us against a better team. So, it's just it's coming. It's coming, man. Like, no matter what seed we're in, teams know to get physical with the Pels, and that'll rattle the Pelicans just enough to get back in the game or cut into the lead or or even win. They got to be ready for that.
Yeah, you're not kidding, man. And that definitely is the word. And that's what the Sixers did tonight. Just up their physicality against the Pelicans, and it stunted them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We've definitely got to adjust to that. So, all right. So, Pelicans, Nola says, Q, that's because Willie Green, he says, he's a choir boy. He said he's a choir. Nah, Willie doesn't, he wants to. We often talk about the doctrine of love of Willie Green and how he wants a family feel where he has that. But there are teams out there that are accomplished teams that have done something that the Pelican style makes an interesting matchup against. We've seen that happen with the Miami Heat. We've seen that with the Golden State Warriors when Draymond Green comes out. He makes these comments. And everybody, I mean, the Pelicans have been disrespected by some good people. They have some resume, Lex. These people have resumes. You might not like Draymond.
You may not like them, but speak that, man. Speak it.
but he's talking that stuff, and the Pelicans have to gain that tough skin, because if you want to march into the playoffs, man, against some of these teams, you want to have these deep playoff runs, you got to have thick skin, man.
That's why they got to choose violence. They got to choose violence, man. It's there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They got to choose that. Like, and the thing is, it's not so much as Willie Green, it's the players. Like, we already know what Willie Green's gonna do, but you all are out there on the court. You all are the ones who are playing. So my thing and my message is, man, look, that's fine. Let Willie Green do Willie Green, but y'all need to start playing with violence. Y'all gotta choose that, because these teams are coming. And you talking about a 7-game series of just dealing with that. Because I like to look at both sides. Obviously we know the strengths of this team, but there are weaknesses. And we saw a few of those in the second half. They came back to haunt us. So you just got to rise to the occasion and be ready, because, these teams, the scouting report is out there. And one thing about going up against a team in a 7-game series is that they don't have to focus on nobody else but you. Like, all the attention is on you. That means all your weaknesses will be exploited. That's why when you just look at a series, it's like, dang, man, why is he getting done like that? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Well, because one team, all their focus is on you. It's not, okay, we play this team and then we play another team 2 nights later. They zoom in on your habits, your tendencies. That's the word I was looking for. All that stuff. So, I mean, if it starts looking like we look like, man, come on, man, we can play better than this. No, like they're dissecting us. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the cool thing about that 7-game series. Like, the focus is totally on you and nobody else.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man, moving forward. And the Pelicans, man, the question was asked by one of the family members. Ego Trip says, can we get to 50 wins with the Pels, man? And listen, even though we got the Hawks have won, I think it's 2 in a row. They're currently winning right now. That's
without Trae Young, right? He's still out, right?
That's right. That is correct. So these wins, these road wins, and the Hawk win is definitely a win that they could get. But boy, I tell you, man, when it gets toward the back end of March and all that happens, y'all gonna really see some really interesting matchups when Boston, Milwaukee, and that stretch of games.
OKC.
Yes, that starts it off. OKC starts it off. You got Phoenix and you got Orlando.
Phoenix is, they're gonna be looking at they're gonna understand the situation, because look where the Suns are in the standings. Right. And they know they gotta win. They already got to win up on us. So I'm telling y'all, this stuff is gonna get very interesting if they don't, stay locked in for the whole game. Because not every game is gonna be a blowout, but this became anybody's game. They were up by 30, and it became anybody's game.
Yeah, they got to seize the moment, man. And like I said, this a lot of people. I remember I was listening to a little of the radio broadcast, and they had the quote where they'll take a ugly win versus a pretty loss anytime. So that's what JD made mention of.
Yeah,
that's pretty strong. That's a pretty good sentence.
This was an ugly win, though. It was a bad win. I kind of feel like, but it didn't start out that way, but
No, it didn't. And they finally got, but yeah, that turned over really quick. I thought they was going to run these people out of the gym, but then we get the 38th win on the season. So that's the thing that we move forward on. Looking at Atlanta, Lex, they've won 2 in a row. They're currently, I think, beating Memphis right now. So without Trae. So this is another one of these teams that we had issues with early on in the year. We played them in early November. They beat us 123-105. We got to return the favor. We got to give them a little payback for that. The Pelicans are healthy overall, and we got to take it to these guys. They're 28-34 right now. Like I said, they've won 2 in a row. They're looking like they're going to beat Memphis today. Tonight. But this is the team. The next squad up is the Hawks. You can see some of the statistics right here on screen for what's going on with them. They're a top 5 team in terms of scoring per game, 20.2 points per contest. Opposition points per game, 29th. So they stink in that, but they're a top 10 team in making 3-pointers and taking 3-pointers. They're a top 5 team in terms of free throw attempts, top 10 team in free throw percentage. Rebounds, they're top 6. So, they have some positive things about them, and they are doing making some pretty decent moves in terms over the last several games to try to gain in the Eastern Conference. But nevertheless, this is one of the situations where the Pelicans are a better team than this, and they have to have a better performance on the road against the Hawks. So let's kind of talk about this, Lex, going into it. The Pels have a couple of days before they travel out to Atlanta to get the dub. I see this as a win. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I do too. But they got to come out with the right energy, with the right intensity, with the right mindset for the whole 48 minutes. They have to do that. Like, these games right here are very important. Well, every game from here on out is very important. Really, since the start of, post All-Star. So you really have to come out, even though Trae Young is not playing, which is their main star, you can't look at that. You have to come out and even with this, the matchup indicator, they don't need to look at this. They need to go out and do it. Because the indicator, it doesn't mean anything if they don't go out and do it. You got to keep your foot on the gas. Keep your foot on the gas. Be disciplined on the defensive end. Push the ball. Push the pace. Get out in transition. Move the ball. Make the right plays. Don't play too hard on weak side. That's one thing that really kills me at times with this team is they're playing too hard on weak side. So yeah, they just gotta come with it. Get refocused after this game, get locked in, and approach this game like you would approach a Celtics game or a Nuggets game. That's how you need to approach it. Like, this is a big time team, because the thing is, games like this, you're practicing those habits when you're going up against the better teams. So these are the type games that you want to work on those things, like perfect. And so when those better teams come, you'll be more ready than not. But yeah, they just gotta just be focused, be disciplined the whole entire game. They get a lead, keep their foot on the gas, and just kind of go from there.
Yeah, we do. It's a situation where the Pelicans can get those 50 wins, man. But we often talk about now is the time. Like, all of the basketball we've seen with the Pelicans, they've played a lot of basketball over the season. So it's at a point where we need to see some real elite level ball, and we did see some really, good basketball over the last couple of games. We'll love to see that type of level of basketball against the tougher teams in the Western Conference that we'll face off with. Handling of the OKC squad, handling of a Denver club, handling of a Clipper club, handling of the Timberwolves, so on and so forth. Warriors, whoever we got. So it's feasible. It's very, very feasible. Right now, the Pelicans are 38-25, fam. So we're a couple of wins off 40 wins on the season. And the Atlanta win is definitely a I would dare say that that is a win that the Pelicans could really get. Now, I don't know if Trey will be available for that game, but regardless or not, the Pelicans should be able to get that win against Atlanta.
Yeah.
And of course, in moving forward, I don't want to peer too far into the future because I do realize that once the Pelicans take on Atlanta on Sunday afternoon, they'll come home for 3 home games: Cleveland, Clippers, and Portland. And we'll see how all that kind of plays out. But then right after that, they hit the road again: Brooklyn, Orlando, Miami, and Detroit. And then, Lex, late March the 26th, it starts. The Pelicans 6 home game stand. Starting with
yeah. Those are that. Yeah, that's the first of the last 11 games.
Yep.
Oof.
But
I thought you mentioned the 22nd because I didn't forget about Jimmy Butler because that's
oh
an
yes,
important game.
yes. I know it, and see, I don't overlook the Orlando game too because they're a style difference. You know, the Orlando's a long team and they play the Pelicans well, so I never want to overshoot them. I know the Clippers is a matchup the Pelicans are looking at. And of course, some of these games, like if you have a Portland and a Brooklyn and a Detroit, those have to be wins. Like at this point in the season, those have to be wins. You can't be losing to Brooklyn. You can't be losing to even the Orlando team. You know, we can't
they're
be
going to
losing.
play. And a lot of times they're the most dangerous teams sometimes because it's like, oh, we're supposed to win this game. You can't go in with that type of mindset. Yeah, their mental state when approaching these games has to be on point. They lost it in the second half of this game on tonight, but they have to mentally be in the right mindset. They got to be in the right mindset because yes, they are supposed to win those games.
Yeah, that's the point of it all. Like that's going to be interesting to see those last group of games because once you get out of the homestand, then you have all the rest of it. You have Phoenix again, you have Sacramento, you have Golden State, and then you finish out against the Lakers. So 2 Phoenix matchups in there, in both in April, the 1st and the 7th. So I mean, the way the schedule is put together, the Pelicans is all before them, and the health is on their side. This is the first time in a long time that we can actually say that. The first time ever since this core has been together that we could say that going in the final stretch of the regular season, the core pieces are there. We're just missing Dyson Daniels. So at the end of the day, the Pelican staff, they're there. They're there, and they have an opportunity to kind of make this push, man. So like I said, let me put the Western Conference standings once up on the screen again. As you see, the Pelicans 38-25, number 5 in the Western Conference. Lex, so 2 more games, we get 40. 10 on top of that, we get 50. Now let me throw this at you, Lex. Do you think we get 50 games?
I don't know. I kind of don't care.
You should. You should.
Well,
Why?
the thing is, I'm more focused on how they're playing. I mean, obviously, I want them to win as many games as you can. That's always the goal, and obviously improve your seeding. But I think how they're playing is just as important as getting the wins, because obviously you want to be playing the right way. You want to have everything like put together. Like everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody's, the energy is at the right level. Everybody's playing at the same intensity level and has the right mindset going into these games. That really matters to me because again, like we've seen this team all year. We've seen them all year, and we know the Pelicans. We know them, and look, if you ask anybody, like we know their weaknesses better than anybody. So I mean, just how they're playing, I feel like holds more weight than the actual number of wins. Now, if we're playing the right way and we're getting those wins, like I'm feeling really good about that. But again, if we're not playing the right way, we get 50 wins and go into the playoffs and we out in the first round. that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, um, you know, I think it's feasible. They can do it, but again, like they had their moments where they they totally locked in and then they totally not. So, I mean, we know the consistency thing. I don't know. It depends on them. You know, we sometimes, you know, we still have that small notion of we don't know what type of team we're gonna get, whether it's like a game or a half or a quarter, you know. So but I think we can get it if we're putting this thing together and playing the right way.
Yeah, that's a big part of the Pelicans game plan is the consistency question that's often asked because when they're rolling, man, like it's the season. Think about this, like what we've seen during throughout the season. It's almost like a peek at what we've seen tonight. The first half of the game, the Pelicans were shooting the ball just out of their minds. They were playing really fantastic defense. They were running over the Sixers. Sixers so scrambled they couldn't make easy shots. And Pelicans was doing everything right. Second half, all changed. And that's like it's just like a small sample size servant of what we've been seeing throughout the season. Like the energy dissipates. It was no reason for that to even happen. And then of course they just kind of dial back off the foot on the brake. And that's what Willie was talking about, having their foot on the neck of these people and finishing the deal. So like I said, it's just there are some games left, but we've seen a lot of basketball from the Pelicans this season with less than 20 games remaining in the regular season. So at some point you would want to say that you would start seeing more consistency from the Pelicans. And to a degree, I have seen some level of consistency, if I want to say that. You know, you've seen certain things happen with the Pelicans, but at the same time, you know, you're seeing them against teams like the last couple of games, like the Sixers game, they don't have their guys. How do Pelicans look against the team when the Sixers are there? I mean, when Embiid's there. How would the Pelicans look with Embiid and Maxey playing tonight? Would they have gotten a W tonight? So, I mean, like, we got to step up, show up, and handle the business, man. And like I said, we're not going to have blowout wins every night. Sometimes we'll fall and stumble and still get the W. And those are the games, and I can appreciate that. I really could, because I can appreciate making mistakes and errors and still winning. That's a big part of it, man. So anyway, shout out to the fam. Y'all feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, the link is put in the chat tonight. We'll open up the lines for communication. So if you guys have any questions or comments, or if you want to talk about what you believe is going on with the Pelicans, how did you like the win tonight? You can feel free to chime in the show tonight, man. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to the family listening across the social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Shout out to all you guys for being here. Hit the like button for your boy. All right, Ramel says, I can see us at exactly 50 wins. Like I said, right now, 12 wins get you in. 12 wins get you 50. But it's the situations like, okay, you look at some of these other teams that we play, man, it's like, can we get, and the reason why people are focusing on 50, Lex, and I want to win as many games as we possibly can because you want to have some space. We don't want to see the play. We damn sure don't want to see the play-in. So the Pelicans just got to keep on pushing on it, man, until they get there. And of course, we face teams that's ahead of us, man. That's kind of they're kind of picking up everything. It's like a lot of teams ahead of us. The Clippers aren't playing the best basketball. They're 5-5 over the last 10. But Timberwolves, Thunder, and Nuggets, those teams are actually playing pretty solid right now, man. So we'll see the majority of a lot of these teams coming down the stretch, man. So we just got to keep it popping. So y'all hit the like button, man, if y'all want to pop in and chime in. But Lex, you could floor is yours, sweetie.
Oh, I don't want y'all to think I don't want them to get 50 wins. I mean, I definitely do. But you know, it's Man, sometimes watching these Pelicans game is stressful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It be stressful, man. It's like,
You
come
don't be
on, man.
enjoying
Are
yourself,
y'all for real? I mean,
like
I can't
you don't
just
be
sit down
enjoying
and
yourself.
enjoy the game.
No, you can't. You don't be enjoying yourself watching the Pelicans. You know, they take you on this emotional roller coaster. They hitting three
Well,
pointers in
no,
the
no, I
first half.
stopped that.
The
I stopped
second
that,
half,
Big Q. I told you how I was watching the game. I just sat there. I'm like, these dudes is up 30 points. And I'm thinking, how are they gonna play in the second half? That's all I was thinking. And let me tell you something. Hey, stuff came into fruition, man. It came into fruition. I'm like, okay, see, I'm starting to recognize some things. It's like, and well, why does stuff got to be too good to be true? Man, come on, man. You know, y'all got to stop playing with people. But and I was still just sitting there. Now I was happy about the block. I was like, yes, we really do need that block. You know what I'm saying? On Ubre, but it was when I don't be stressing no more. I just be sitting there. It's like basically I'm sitting there. I'm a wait. I'm gonna wait, and then I'm a respond. But I'm still into the game, just quietly. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you're not trying to get drawn in. That's what it is. You're not trying to get all
Well,
riled up.
hey,
So,
us women are emotional. You know what I'm saying? So, look, I gotta stay even keel. Gotta stay even keel.
I know, but see, that's the thing, though. That's the part of it. Like when I seen the third quarter happen, I was trying to not check the period, the quarter stats to make sure what they scored in this particular quarter, this quarter. And I was trying not to look at it. I was like, man, these people are doing such and such, and this quarter is not. This is not what's popping. So eventually, when the game was over with, I went back and looked at the quarter stats, and it was 21 by the Pelicans in the third and 19 in the fourth. So they did more than enough for the first quarter. I mean, the first half of the game to carry on the game because they were so good in the first half. They held the Sixers
Yeah.
to 15 in the first and 19 in the second. It was crazy. So they did just enough to pin the Sixers down, and then the Sixers were able to make a run in the second half to try to make it entertaining. So credit them for being what they were. Campaign the Flying Squirrel, he got involved. Herb Jones kind of gave him kind of slammed the ball on his head out of bounds. Paul Reed, all those guys, they did what they got to do. But in the end, like I said, I can deal with you having a game like this. You win the game, but you have to learn the lesson. But winning
Yeah.
these type of
Yeah.
games, but
And
learning
I
a
hope
lesson.
they're learning because hey, y'all can't do that. Y'all cannot do that. That dog won't hunt. Like it's not gonna work. You all got a free because right now, actually, quite a few teams are dealing with an injury, a major injury with one of their stars or a couple of their key players.
True.
Like you're starting to see that. I mean, we all know about with the T Wolves, and the T Wolves are actually losing 104 to 111 to Cleveland, and Cleveland's without Donovan Mitchell. But they've still been finding ways to win.
And Mobley.
Yeah, and yeah. So
Mm.
I mean, and obviously, Carl Anthony Towns, he's out for the Wolves. It's kind. It'll be interesting to see how things play out without him because you're talking about him being out for at least a month. So, but yeah, and then Trey Young with the Atlanta Hawks. Who do we have after the Atlanta Hawks?
They come home for I just put it up there. For they come home against the Cavs.
Oh, okay. And
And then
see,
the Clippers and then Portland.
yeah, the Clippers, they're actually without Russell Westbrook. and he's key off the bench. That's why I named him, because off the bench he really changes the pace, kind of like how Jose does for us. But some of these teams they're without some people. I mean, I know the Clippers got multiple stars and things, but I mean, still, when one man is down, it does make a change, and other guys step up, and we don't know who those guys may be who are stepping up. That's why sometimes it is dangerous. But again, we got to be ready. I think the difference between tonight's game was just the physicality. And then coaching second, but they just changed their physicality, and it rattled the Pelicans just enough.
You got an answer for that, man. That's thick skin. We can't let them just to throw the Pelicans off, man. Just get tougher with them, and that I don't like that message, man. That I don't like that message at all. Just get a little bit, just level up your physicality against the Pelicans. That'll throw them off. I don't like that message that's out there about the Pelicans. It almost makes us plays like the Pelicans are soft. I don't like that message at all, man. I don't like how that's being put out there, but it's effective message. You've seen do it tonight, and other teams do it. So we got to answer that, man. We definitely got to answer that.
And they got to know it. I mean, because it's been happening. I think really Dallas was really probably the first team who really did it. And from that Dallas game, like that first Dallas game at Dallas, it really made a difference up till now. As far as, when we've been playing teams. I mean, obviously we've been winning some of those games, but even against the Rockets got physical with us. And we ended up beating them. But again, the Rockets aren't necessarily, one of the best teams in the West right now. So, they just got to be ready, because a better team bringing that physicality is going to be a huge difference.
Yeah, indeed. All right. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting how they adjust to that. All right, we got DJ getting ready to chime in the chat. DJ, for the family members, I'm gonna chime in on tonight's call-in stream. The link is pinned to the chat. Gonna bring DJ in. DJ, welcome on in. How you doing, sir?
Well, now, how y'all doing?
Good, bro. What's on your
This great team effort. We on a 3-game win streak. That was great. Terrible loss tonight. I mean, terrible win tonight. Excuse me. Don't send them in the comments. First off, happy Friday. I know it's a wet Friday.
DJ, your sound is a little garbled, my friend. If you can, we can kind of hear some of your words are coming through muffled, bro. Could you get a little clearer?
Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on.
Okay. While DJ's correcting the sound, we'll look at the chat. Romel says, recoaching, do you think that Monty or Elvin would instill more of a physical approach, or would you prefer Emi Udoka as coach? So you're recoaching. Do you think Monty or Elvin? One more time, DJ.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
All right. First of all, happy Friday. I know it's a wet Friday because it's still raining if you're in New Orleans.
Yes.
Terrible win. I know it's because we was up by 35. I was getting ready to cut off the game at around halftime, maybe third quarter, but something told me not to, and I had goosebumps in that third quarter. The turnovers, we gotta do better with the turnovers. We had some stupid turnovers. I'm talking about Najee with the carry. I don't know what the hell he was trying to do, but I mean, I'm not gonna slant him because he was a big key for us tonight. Um, CJ is a vet. You gotta do better. Instead of knocking down the three or trying to hit a three, go hit the mid range. Stop trying to shoot the three every once in a while. Go hit the mid range. Same with Zion. I love his acrobat layups and dunks and all that. But shoot the mid range. That's all. You don't. I don't know what. I think TJ. I don't know who got the rebound, and CJ got the ball and jacked it straight up for three and missed that too. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You don't need a three. Another thing with Williams, he got to play more Jayhawk and Matt Ryan. Like, I mean, I know at one point in time you don't really need shooting because we was up by 35, but I mean, at some point, I mean, cause we out of Dyson Daniels, so you can't. I mean, and Jose Alvarado, he only could do so much, and I mean, I don't know. I just feel like you gotta go and deepen your in your bench because you are the point guard, which is Dyson Daniels. Your next guard should be either Jayhawk or Matt Ryan. Why they not getting playing time? I don't know. Cause we was up there to five. Um, let's see what else. I talked about turnovers. Of course, Woodard and his bench rotation. Um, yeah, that's about it. I mean, like if this was a playoff game or the not playoff, a NC game or try to get to like the first or second place or whatever, we all as Pelican fans, we all would have had headaches because we was up by 35. So I mean, I'm glad we won. We now can all go to sleep great because the Pelicans won, and hope for Atlanta.
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead, Lex.
yeah, I wanted to respond to one of the statements you said. As far as with Jayhawk and Matt Ryan, it would have been nice to see them as far as a resurgence of the energy of getting back. A lot of times when you put in those players that, haven't really gotten any clock, it kind of re-emphasizes, hey, we need to keep this going. So it would have been nice to see them even for that purpose, to just rejuvenate, like, and get back refocused because they bring an energy. They trying to get out there and get it. Shoot, hey, if Brockington got up in there, hey man, he's already trying to get it because he don't get no clock no way. I mean,
Correct.
it's gotta be straight garbage minutes. So when you see a guy like that come in, it's like, oh shoot, I know we gotta leave, but I'm trying to ball. I'm trying to hoop.
Hmm.
And that's just that resurgence, that energy that they're bringing because look, I don't get a lot of time out here. Shoot, I'm ready, coach. Put me in. So that I think that would have helped in that aspect as far as just re-emphasizing that energy and keeping their foot on the gas.
So, all right. So, of course, we're not using Coach Zeller. I mean, the only way Coach Zeller get in the game is this pretty much trash minutes, as we are calling it. Do you think after this season's over with, do you think they're gonna release Coach Zeller and bring back Carlo Makovich?
Yeah,
Say that again.
yeah. Well, Zeller's on a 1 year deal, right? I think
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
I think
He
Carlo
is.
Mekovic is somebody they're definitely interested in, so it's definitely a possibility. DJ, that Mekabic is a guy that that has a future with the Pelicans. I mean, but like I've said before, and I could appreciate what the Pelicans organization is attempting to do with some of these younger players, but it's up to Willie Green to give them an opportunity to play. So I know a lot of times, you have some of these guys, and they just don't seem to make it there unless you know how you make it onto the court with Willie Green. Jordan Hawkins had this fantastic offensive game, one of the uh, one of the top shooters on the team, and he can't seem to find consistent minutes from a night to night basis. We had a 9-man rotation tonight, so I mean, and like you astutely mentioned a few moments ago, that they were dogging this team early on. So it could have been pretty cool for us to see some things happen here to change it up and kind of move some stuff around. But in the end, like I said, Willie Green don't forget what he said about kind of changing his lineup and things like that. So I think he's trying to go to maybe a 9-man rotation as you get closer and closer toward the end of the season into the playoffs. And that kind of makes it simpler for Willie with his rotations, so to speak, because I mean, we've seen this the entire season. We've seen this prior to this season as well. It's like we have the talent, but getting these guys the right rotation of people on the floor consistently is the issue that we've seen with Willie. Time and time again. Lex, I know you won't chime in on that, Lex.
Oh yeah, look. I was.
Yeah, alley oop. There you go.
I'm a look.
Go ahead, dunk it on
I'm
it.
rocking back and forth. Yeah. When Willie says, he's gonna make changes to his his rotation things, you know what that tells me? He is going to go deeper and deeper and deeper into what he's already been doing. It's not different. He's just basically, because really tonight kind of proved it. With the exceptions of Trick or Trey, he is going to go heavier defensively. That's what he's doing. He
Yep.
is going to work the living snot out of Larry Nance because he loves Larry Nance's role, even though Larry Nance, he hasn't really been playing too great. I don't know what's going on with him, but it's like that's what I'm saying. Is that you don't really mean change. You're going more deeper into what you've already been doing. You're just making it tighter. Like, nah, we tightening up on defense, like even more. That's the change. It's not the fact that we have 2 shooters in Jay Hawk and Matt Ryan, and we have all mentioned that this team needed more shooting. We have more shooting, and it's not utilized all the time. So now that you've seen life from Trigger Trey, basically, in Willie Green's mind, it's like, oh, shoot, Trey's back. All right, well, shoot. Well, that's it. He has solidified, that. So now we don't have to worry about any of the other shooting because Trey is back. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the Trey getting off has been a blessing, but at the same time, it's like, dude. So what if Trey misses some shots? What if he has an off night? Are you gonna put Jayhawk in to see if we can get something out of him? Are you going to put Matt Ryan in to see if we can get something out of him if Trey's shots are not falling? I mean, you have to have that in your cards. And really, to me, it's just he's going more deeper into stubbornness and hard-headedness and more default into defensiveness. That's the change that he's talking about. And that's what I've seen. I don't know if anybody else agrees, but that's just what I see.
Yeah, I've seen that, and that's pretty much what Willie Green. He's a pretty easy guy to kind of read, Lex. You know what I mean? But the
To
Larry
figure
Nance,
out, to dissect,
right, he's very. It's nothing complicated about Willie
yeah,
Green's style.
on his
Really,
checkers flow. instead of his chest flow.
Right. Everything. He's not a difficult cover, let me tell you. But the Larry Nance thing you spoke about with Larry Nance, and yeah, he does work Larry a lot. He does put Larry in positions, and some nights I've seen Larry play more minutes than JV played.
Yeah.
You know, he'll literally put him in there as a do all for everything, for this the switch everything mentality. But like I said, I think oftentimes Larry he plays mostly five, and he takes on the big guys. And Larry's what, 6'7", 6'8",
Yeah.
200,
He can't do
240
all
something.
that, man. You can't,
But
man,
he
you
acts a
cannot
lot of
teach size.
right. But Lex, that's what I'm saying. He acts a lot of Larry Nance. He really does. He
He
has Larry.
depends on him.
He has Larry
Like too
guarding
heavily.
7-footers, all of that. He got him guarding the 7-footers and all that. And sometimes that can be, Larry get worn down. I mean, he
Yeah.
got him doing a lot of stuff, man. So every now and again, at least bring Zeller. It's not like Zeller's a bad
He
person.
hustles.
He
Zeller
gives
gets
you
rebounds
hustle.
and he hustles. And that's a
Yes,
good
he
thing
does.
because we need those rebounds. And
Right. He thinks,
Larry, we take a hit in the rebounds with him in there. So it's a give and take. Like, yeah, like you're getting up and down the floor. Laterally, Larry Nance is able to keep up with guys. He's more mobile, but when the ball goes up, he doesn't have the athleticism that he did years ago.
Correct.
You know, he's not moving like that. I mean, you have to understand, like, dude is going through attrition. I mean, just like with, CJ McCollum. I mean, that stuff is real. Like, you have to understand when to put guys in and when to take guys out. And it's okay. But he's gonna burn out his weapons before we can even get in the playoffs good. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you better, you can't have these dudes beat up. I mean, look at how they beat up Zion. And he's Zion. He's a 23-year-old Zion. And,
yeah,
I mean, and you're
gets
talking
the hell
about
beat out of him,
Larry.
that's for certain.
Huh? What'd you say?
I say he gets the hell beat out of him. That's for certain.
Yeah. And he fell on that floor a whole lot. Golly,
I
that
know
bothered me.
he
Today,
crashes
tonight,
down.
he really fell on that floor way too much. That was, mm,
Yeah, he crashes down on the floor, man, and that's the thing. Like, he falls hard, man. It's not a light fall or a gentle fall. He crashes down on the ground, man, on that floor, and that's a big problem. But indeed, yeah, he does over rely on Larry Nance, and I'm if a team understand as the season gets later, when you get into the playoffs, they kind of refine their roster, they rotations. Some teams go 8 deep or 9 deep. That's because some of the teams they can't go as deep as 8 or 9 deep. The Pelicans can actually go 5 for 5. They can have a 10 rotation. They really could, and it's not like they'll be reaching to do it. They can actually have a solid 5 that comes off the bench. And that's the thing I kept saying. It's like, if this guy figures it out, that he can have a solid rotation that comes off the bench on a nightly basis, where these guys have some chemistry, where they know how to play together on the court. Guys will have regular minutes, so they'll be well up on what they need to do. At some point in the next 20 or so games, you're going to need Jordan Hawkins. You're going to need a Matt Ryan. When Matt Ryan got out there, he made things happen. Jordan
yeah.
Hawkins is a shooter, man. He can make things happen for you. So Willie Green's hard hit. He ain't no doubt about it, and he's forgetful on certain things. But it's like I said, he's gonna have to learn, man, if he wants this team to get deeper into the playoffs, man, because you got too deep of a team not to utilize them. All
Yeah.
right, yeah, go ahead, Lex. You want to add to that, and then we got DJ
I mean,
back.
just a lack of, and that again, and I've said this many times, but for those who haven't heard me say it, the one thing that really concerns me is the coaching. It really does concern me because as time goes along, playoffs come around, you have to be creative. You have to understand the flow, the vibe of the game. And it actually showed on tonight. Like, the thing is, you have to know, it's kind of like art. I don't know if you all know about art, but with art, there are no rules with art. But at the same time, there are. You just have to know when to break them. And that's the same thing with the game. You have to know when to break rules, like, you know what, or break routine in this case. And that's the thing with Willie Green, is that he's either delayed or he doesn't do it. And and it's not, because you do see him make adjustments, but it's like, Willie, you're like a minute or 2 minutes too late, because the other team has solidified their momentum. You waited to call a timeout, but that was too late. That minute was crucial. A minute before, that's when you should have called the timeout. A minute before, that's when you should have brought Zion back in the game. A minute before, that's when you shouldn't have set Zion down in crunch time. And I say Zion because he's done that a lot with him, as far as with his minute, like his minutes with Zion, as far as his rotations and stuff. His rotations with Zion are just weird, off, and need help. I don't understand it. The game is close and you're taking Zion out of the game down the stretch with 4 minutes to go in the game. I will never understand that. Never. Unless he's in foul trouble, maybe. But it's like, you need your best player out on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have him out on the floor during the last stretch of the game. And then allowing a team to gain momentum. And I'm just, just talking about different scenarios from different games. And it's those type of things that is just kind of scary. If the defense isn't stopping anyone, well, Willie, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to put more defense out there. The defense isn't stopping anybody. Try putting offense out there. You know what I'm saying?
Does not compute.
Look, dude, it's about to be a shootout. Okay, it's about to be a shootout. Like, come on, man. Like, Herb ain't stopping no. Look, the not on Herb thing ain't doing it. Look, put some more shooting out there. Not to say that you have to take Herb out, because he's shooting 40% from the high yard.
Herb is a 3-and-D guy now, so
yeah.
He's there.
I'm saying, like, put Zion and surround him with shooters. You know what I'm saying? And let's run. And it's like, shoot, who gonna miss? You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes the game calls for that, but he's just not. He don't understand that stuff. But yeah, Willie's coaching, man, is a huge concern as we get closer to the playoffs. Because I don't fully trust it. I just don't trust it. He kind of scares me. It's not any coach can look good in a playoff win, or excuse me, in a blowout win. Anybody, any coach. But when it comes to close games, I don't know if y'all notice, we've yet to prove that we can win close games, with the exceptions of that Spurs game, if you do want to count that. We haven't won any close games. I mean, so with if it's determined by 3 points or less, or 5 points or less, we have not really won. We, like, the gap of the win and loss is huge. So, we've yet to really prove that. We've proven that we can win, ugly games and blowout wins. If we're leading from the front and things like that, we've proven that. But again, that's kind of like, a blowout. Yeah, I said the same thing. My bad. But y'all understand what I'm saying, man. We haven't been able to prove to ourselves that we can win close games.
I see that. Like I said, if family members would ask me, what do you think about Willie Green? Is he making any improvements? Is he getting better during the season? And it's a mixed bag. Like you'll see some incremental change here or there. You'll see the team perform and dominate an opponent, and a day or two or a game or two later, it's not the same thing. It's kind of up and down. We can't really say injuries are a part of it. We still know that Willie in his third season, we need to see much more improvement from a coaching standpoint. There's good and bad there. But like I said, any improvement that I've seen is incremental at best. I mean, but he definitely has to make some type of coaching leap here. He has staff in there that he trusts, and there are some really smart dudes right there, man. Borrego. You got to lean on Borrego more, dude, for real, man. They got some smart dudes on the staff, man. You got to lean on those guys. All right, so we're gonna bring. see, this is the thing about Lex. Lex gave him a credit the last games, like for now, because she knew eventually it'll roll around with some of this stuff.
He's been consistent in his inconsistencies as a coach.
Well, yes, he's made that. All right, so we're gonna bring in a few more people. We got Brother Don chiming in. Also, my brother Jay Black is in the building as well.
Oh, we got Jay Black in the building. What's up, Jay Black?
What's up, Jay Black, Don Anthony?
What's going on?
Glad y'all up in here.
No, man, just trying to hear your words, man.
Nah. You want me to start?
Jay Black.
Yeah, start it on, Jay.
Jay Black is the lawyer for Willie Green. Let's hear it, Jay Black. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming in for Willie. I'm coming in for Willie today, man. Because I really think, for real, I think we need to give him some credit, man. You know why we need to give him credit? Because he beating all these. I think we move the goalposts all the time with this coach. So y'all was saying he can't beat top teams. He beating top teams. I don't. Or do y'all consider these people top teams? Do y'all consider Dallas Mavericks or Indiana Pacers or these New York Knicks or I don't know. Is it Lakers, Clippers? Who do we consider like top teams? Are we just moving the goalposts further? I don't get it. But you know what? We talk out both sides of our mouth. So one time we'll say, if we're gonna play Jordan Hawkins, play Matt Ryan, then we're sacrificing right now for the future. Or do we want to win right now? That's the question. Do we want to win right now? Because the people that we play right now, Jose Alvarado, Najee Marshall, is more trustworthy than they are. We don't know what they'll do. You saying they'll shoot, but when they get in the game, they really don't be shooting shit. When everybody there, when B.I.'s there, CJ, Zion, I'm looking for these breakout games. But when they're not there, they'll probably break out the game. Like they'll give you a 30-point game. But I'm not so. I was kind of on the fence before. I wasn't so. I'm not so. Every time they get in, let me look back at some times when they got in. Like they don't really be doing much. So I don't see what y'all see. But who am I? Trey Murphy, comparing Trey Murphy to Jordan Hawkins, that's out. Like they're not even comparable. Like it's just shooting, but Trey Murphy provides way more than shooting. He provides rebounding, size, switchability. He can score in 3 different levels. I could go on for days and days, but we don't know what Jordan Hawkins will give us. When he give us duds, nobody talks about it. I noticed that too. Nobody talks about these games. Let me see. Let me look at some of the stats or something. Let me see.
Well, J-Hawk, I mean, not even J-Hawk. I mean, I'm talking about Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Like,
Matt Ryan was on a bench soon after he missed a defensive assignment, and Big V got mad and yelled, guard your yard. It was I don't even know what possession that was. It was one of them games that he played when he came back, and I seen it. I never seen Big V get mad. I seen him get mad, and he yelled out, "Guard your yard." Willie took him out, and he ain't seen the court in realistic minutes since then.
That's
Since then,
BS, man.
huh?
I said that's BS to me because I mean it be players on our team not guarding their yard and getting put in the post like CJ. So it's like I mean some players got what short leases and others don't. I mean I thought we was just trying to all
Absolutely.
hold each other accountable.
No,
For
everything is not everybody got the same leash.
yeah, I know that, but
CJ shouldn't have the same leash as Matt Ryan. What are you talking about? CJ averaged 19 points.
right, but that's on the defensive end we talking about. So I mean
I just said, okay.
so the shooting man, first of all, the shooting that Matt Ryan and Jordan Hawkins provides is lethal, man. It's lethal. Okay. So on the offensive end, of course it's not equivalent to CJ's all around game. But as far as the shooting, I mean, that is something that they can be interchanged in the lineup every
No, they
time.
can't.
What
No,
do
they
you
can't.
mean? Yes, they can. What do you mean
I
the
just said
shooting?
no, they can't.
Just like tonight, I promise you, if they would have gave Jordan Hawkins some bump, we would have never probably lost the lead. Along with not taking out Zion too. Along with not taking out Zion. But we needed some more shooting, bro. Like Lex
So,
say, man, the dude don't be having a feel for the game. Dog,
oh,
you got
but
like
he
dog,
got a
we
three.
not
We on a
scoring,
3-game
bro.
winning streak though.
That's fine. J Black.
That's not fine. Because what y'all say, what
Adrian
y'all
Griffin
saying
got
is that
fired, J Black. But guess what? The
that's
Bucks
AJ
still got
Griffin.
a good record, right? But because
No wait.
talent sometimes can outdo when you still have flaws. We got a talented ass team, dog. We have a talented team. We're
And
going
you
to
telling us to
sometimes just like
go
tonight
with
was
no,
really,
not
bro.
noble.
Tonight was a moral loss to me. That was a moral loss. It was a
Shit.
loss. It was a moral
Okay.
loss.
What it
It
say on
was
the record though?
BS. You dig what I'm saying? So of course we won. Yeah, man. I mean, we got Z. We got
No,
BI.
no, no,
We're
no.
very
It ain't
deep. We're
no of
very
course we
talented.
won.
We won, but look how we won, Jay Black. Look who was on the court tonight. Come on
I
now.
don't give a fuck about how we won.
Man,
I
no,
care
no.
about
Because the
winning.
same way how we winning is the same way we're going to we got what we're putting out on the court. We're building things. So we're building how we're going to play. And then when we go against a good team, the way we built
Oh,
that
God.
against a
What's the
bad
good team?
team, those same habits are
What's
going
the
to
good team?
carry
Oh, wait.
over, and they're going to wipe us on the
I gotta
floor.
ask
They're going to
what's the
drag
good
us when
team?
we play the Celtics. They're going to
What?
drag us when we play the Warriors.
Okay.
They're going to drag us.
Oh wait, did the Celtics drag us?
They're going to
The
drag
Celtics
us
drag us. We played them
because
already.
they're disciplined. Yeah, they dragged us in the regular season this year so far
No,
when we
we
played them.
played
Then
them
they
one
come back
time.
and beat us. They came back and beat us
They
this
came
year
back and
already.
beat.
Right, exactly. That would just how we about to get beat tonight. Except for wasn't nobody on the
Okay.
floor on the other team. God willing,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Thank God that nobody was on the
No.
floor.
Okay.
But bro, like, bro, we got to hold bro, Willie just having a good feel for the game, bro, and bro, like, what's up with the Zion sitting in the damn corner in the clutch?
Oh.
What's up with that, Jay Black?
So who are we gonna blame? We gonna
Every
blame
time
Willie
BI
Green?
got out the game, every time Zion got out the game, the team was coming back. Every
Yeah,
time. And then
absolutely.
when he get back in the game, he's boosting the lead, but in the clutch, now the ball not in his hands again. What the hell is going on?
You're
You know
asking a
what's
lot of
going on, Jay
different
Black?
questions. Which one you want me to answer first? You asking random questions.
Bro, you can start with
Well, look.
with the Jayhawk and them.
The question that Jay Black mentioned, who the best? I think it's either out of Denver,
We beat them.
Boston.
We lost to them.
Let's see who else. They could get a run, but we beat them already.
Somebody mute your mic while DJ talking. Thank you. Go ahead, DJ.
Oh, Boston, Lakers, Denver. I'm missing one. And maybe
Maybe. If so, OKC.
Let me pose this question to the family, Jay Black and the fam. Y'all can feel free to answer this one. I think Willie Green is learning just like the rest of them. Let me ask you this, Jay Black. Do you agree with a lot of what the family members are raising about the rotation situation with Willie Green? What do you think about the rotation situation with Willie Green? Do you agree with his rotation philosophy?
His rotation philosophy is to keep the people that he trusts. He ain't going with new people unless people get hurt. I've been saying that I said that at the beginning of the year. I'm saying that now. It don't matter who he sees. He's going with people that he trusts. That's as long as I've seen him, that's what he goes with. He don't go with people. They went to the playoffs together. They're going that way. They're going that way with people that he trusts. He ain't gonna go left because y'all tell him to go left or somebody else tell him to go left. What coaches do, they usually don't break who they are for people that relatively never coach or people that's inexperienced in coaching. They really don't. If somebody respectable said that to him, that's close to him, he probably will listen. But I don't think he'll listen, really. I really don't think he'll listen to random people just saying, you should do this, you should do that. But when you do that and you lose, he got his job on the line. Nobody else that actually talking on air or talking about him usually don't got nothing on the line. We saying this shit from the sideline, saying, "Oh, I would have did this, I would have did that. Oh, this coaching right here. Oh, I know we'd have did this. They don't run this. That come on, man. I'm pretty balanced with it. I say if he did bad, he did bad. If he did good, he did good. But when you win in a bad fashion, it doesn't matter. You won. You won. You chalk it up. You move on. But you don't harp on it. I mean, we harp on the wins. We don't give them credit when we blew out Indiana. We didn't give them credit for that. They was a brilliant defensive team. They wasn't that good. Toronto, we supposed to do that to them. Oh, the next team, whoever we beat, is always an excuse on why we beat them. It's always. They're like, where's the good wins? Minnesota wasn't a good win. Dallas wasn't a good win. OKC wasn't a good win. Like, when do we get good wins? Like, when are we going to say a balance shit? Like, all right, he's on a 3-game, and when you criticize him in a loss, not in a win. I ain't rocking with no criticizing people with a win. Nah, you won. That's how I go.
Are the Pelicans trying to get better though? I mean, is criticism? Obviously, I understand what you're saying. There's criticism, and then there's constructive criticism.
Is this constructive?
Even in your wins, though. Well, did you see how mentally the tale of two halves? I mean, are we okay with that? Is that a bad thing? I'm asking because the thing is, I know when I point out like different things, I like to be even killed. Like, yeah, we did great. I've given Willie credit. I mean, I can go back and I've given him credit on things that he did well. I've done that in wins. But obviously there were some good things on tonight. But again, it's a tale of two halves. Mentally, they weren't where they needed to be at. I mean, it was a huge drop. This went from a blowout game, and you talked about double-digit leads, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, and look what happened in the second half. Like, this is coming down the stretch. And let me go into the how part as far as how we're winning. Is because things like this mentally, like just not doing well. Like, I don't know if it was fatigue or they just took their foot off the gas. They can't do that going into the playoffs. The playoffs is a different breed. It's not regular season. Like A team is able to focus on everything, your strengths, your weaknesses. They will exploit you in the playoffs. So the how is very important. Like the goal is to get better. How do you get better? It's like, hey, are you just gonna look at this game and be like, yeah, we won, but hey, we got to tighten up. We got to focus mentally. We got to stay locked into the game. That's important. That's not a bad thing. Like, that's actually a good thing, because against Boston, against the Nuggets, you can't do that, because they have more experience, and you have to think this team, they lack experience. Their experience is coming right now. Like, they have to learn quick, fast, and in a hurry to get any type of experience, to get built like that. Right now, the word is out with all these teams that physically, when you get physical with the Pelicans, you're going to rattle them. Look, shots stop dropping. No, guys start missing assignments. No, these are key things that are very important. The how is important. And I get what you're saying. Yes, we did win, but it's okay to look at these games like, look, we won the game, but how can we get better? And that's the perspective I'm coming from. We want to get better. You want to be, because there's teams that do have it all, like, more together than the Pelicans.
Big Q, can I chime in?
By all means,
Preach,
welcome
Black.
on in, Moose. Welcome on
Yeah,
in.
man. I've been listening to the conversation, and hey, man, this is the NBA. Everybody get a check, man. Those guys are playing for their life, man. A win is a win is a win. This is not John Curtis beating Bonnable 21-20, man. This is the NBA. Now that's a bad win for John Curtis, but you have to realize that all these guys are getting a check. Everybody's playing for their lives, to try to stay on one of these teams. I don't really like the way the game kind of ended toward the second half and how the Pels played. But, man, you getting deep in the season. It's a mental drain. Man, you got to take the victories when you take the victories. If you watch, Golden State got beat lost to the Celtics by 100 points the other day, man. You're going to have wins and losses like this in the season because the season is long. What you really have to do is try to lock in and get yourself ready for the playoffs, right? Win the games you're supposed to win and play well. To me, I think when teams get physical with the Pels, they go into a shell, the ball gets stagnant. We start playing iso ball. The ball doesn't move. We're not playing with pace anymore, right? So those are the issues that the coach has to get across to the players. But you also have to realize, man, Zion and Bi and CJ, man, they're at the point right now, man. These guys are not rookie basketball players, man. What they can't do is stop doing what they were doing to get the lead. We talk about the rotation. The rotation is what the rotation is at this point. So to talk about the rotation is really a moot point right now. We're at the point in the season where you're not introducing new things right now, man. This is what you got. This is what you're going with. So you need to try and perfect what you got going right now to get better for the playoffs. That's the bottom line. So, all of this crying but who's playing and who's in the lineup, and man, that's just that's wasted energy right now. Now the bigger issue right now is what's his name? The slam dunk boy's son. What's his name again? Larry Nance. Is Larry Nance wearing down? Because Larry Nance was awful tonight. A
Yeah.
bunch of just layups and stuff he was missing, bobbling the basketball. Okay, we JV. Everybody want JV in the game. Man, for whatever reason, JV look like he's playing with 10 thumbs on his hand these days, man. The way he's bobbling the ball all the time. He
Yeah.
can't pick the ball up. I'm watching the game. We lost the game to Miami. The ball bounced right to him. All he got to do is catch the ball. He backed the ball between his own legs. I don't know what has happened to him, but right now, man, his hands are suspect right now, at this point in the season. So my thing is, CJ McCallum is a barometer of, if you look at the blowout games, he has good games. For whatever reason, maybe because he was in Philadelphia, not too far from Lehigh, he decided to go in ISO mode, jacking up shots, not making any shots, and really killing the momentum in the second half while we couldn't get going. He had wide open 3-pointers. He was missing them. But hey, man, it's a long season, right? So we have to try to win these games and not overplay our guys because we need to get them ready for the playoffs. So right now, man, we are what we are, and I'm just hoping that this version of us is enough to be successful in the playoffs. But like I said, I'm not gonna whine about rotations and all that stuff, man. And what Willie doing right now, man. What we're doing right now is what we will be doing. So I
I
think we
feel
need to
like
try and be positive right now.
I
That's
feel
where I'm
like
at.
I feel like being positive and all that is cool. And I mean, I appreciate my team for what we're doing. I
Mhm.
do. But I mean, we see, you can see in between the lines of what we doing. That's just be my problem. Like, you can just see the things that we need to improve on as far as Willie Green. That's my main thing with Willie Green, as far as the rotation and the emphasis with getting Zion and knowing when I don't know, man. It's like he just be going away from Zion. That be killing me. Like, so it's like those things that it's gonna kill us in the long run. So that's what I just be worried about. It's like,
But you
man,
don't
I just
think
want
that's
you to.
Zion? That's Zion, man. Look,
Huh?
if I'm the dude, if you watch these games, right,
Oh, you said
and
what? Oh,
look,
you
if
I
you
think
watch these
Zion. What
games,
you mean?
no, look, I'm saying when you watch these games and you look at the star of these teams, man, and you can go all the way back to Jordan before that, Dr. J and all those guys. When you get to the crunch time, dude, they go get the ball. All right, they go get the ball. Hey, this is my shot. Everybody on the team know it's my time right now. To me, the Pelicans
Okay,
don't have a guy like
what's
that.
the team? But what is the team and the organization saying? That's one thing, bro. But also the organizations. I understand. Yeah, maybe of course Jordan and them probably had a more dog mentality than Zion.
He
More
does. That's
alpha
right.
and dom and asserting himself more. But of
And then
course,
Zion game is limited, man.
but still, bro, like you talking about limited, but bro, every time he touching the ball, bro, he's making the right decision, bro. They double teaming him. He's getting into it's easy. Every time I'm seeing him get the ball, every time he came out the game today, the lead was decreasing, and when he get back in, it increases because we're back to doing things simple. He simplifies the
Oh wait,
offense like a
but
true superstar, bro. Like a Giannis, bro. Like a LeBron. Bro. It just
uh, I,
bro.
I, that's why.
We need to value our superstar, and we in between Bi and Zion. That's what's going on,
Man, I'm just telling you, bro. We got, man. Look,
because
we
that's
got we.
unacceptable for sitting Zion in the corner, bro, in the clutch, bro.
I don't
And
think
you
Zion.
see,
I don't think
Um,
Zion setting that cone in the clutch. To me, sometimes Zion don't look like he want that ball.
oh man, you crazy.
so
Zion
so
built for the moment, bro.
then
But
why
what?
he don't get the ball?
What do
Why you
you
don't call?
Exactly.
mean? The coach,
Oh wait,
what the
so
organization got
I
going on
let me.
with Bi and Zion.
You're right.
They want Bi to shine too. That's what they want. That's what
Oh
they.
wait,
That's really.
wait.
They,
Now you that don't see that's we shift and blame. This
but
is why
no,
that no
that's clearly what it is,
not
brother.
not not. Oh wait. Zion is he's a power
Why
forward.
would you go
I,
away from
I,
what's working, brother?
I got you. Oh wait, Zion is a power forward. He can get the
Oh
ball
my
off a
God,
rebound.
bro, he's a
He
point
get
forward.
he he's okay. That makes it even better. For my point, he can get it off the rebound. He could call for it. He could go and get the ball. He got plays that he run. He got ISO. He could tell them anything he wants. If he wanted Bi traded right now, Bi be traded.
That's dead. That's dead.
No, what
That
Look,
hey
man,
come on,
Zion. Zion is a
if Zion wanted that, I said
that's
Zion.
dead.
Is,
Yeah, that's
uh,
dead.
but but
No,
but but this is what I'm
they don't
saying.
value
He,
Zion like that, brother.
I,
Man, Zion is not a
I
three
don't
level.
know about that. But
Bro,
Zion
you
is
don't.
not a.
I'm telling you.
Zion is not
Zion need to call for the ball, or he could go and get the ball. Go and get the ball.
Jay Black.
That's it.
The problem is Zion is not a 3 level scorer, man.
I
Like those
Bro,
big time players are, bro. He's a get to
bro.
the hole and that's it. So when they
Every
build the
time I
wall,
see
he's
Zion
trying
get
to
the
force
ball
up
in the
three
top, I
shots and
know it's
everything.
barbecue
Dude, he needs more to
chicken,
his game
getting
than what
to
he
the
has.
hole like D Rose. I mean, you can't stop it. I mean,
yeah.
or if you want to bring the double team,
But what happened when it do stop?
but when have you seen it stop?
When you get like 5 turnovers.
What? When?
He
Zion
got
is
Go
not
back a
five.
on.
couple
He
games
got
ago.
five.
What the
He
fuck?
got he
What,
get five. He got 5 turnovers. Indiana. He got
and I
6
believe
turnovers.
that's you talking about when we
Next,
won. Are you talking about
yeah.
when we won, Jay Black? Are you
I,
talking about
I
when we
said,
won?
I said when but he gets stopped, but you overlook. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Don't overlook
Jay
that
Black.
shit.
Everybody has moments in the game where something's going on. Giannis and all that.
No, but
But
you. But why? Oh
most
wait,
of the time, nine times out of
wait.
10, who's
Don't we got?
dominating the game?
Oh, okay, you're right. You're right.
Who's
We got
dominating the
all these
game?
double. Oh wait. We got
Mm-hmm.
all these double-digit leads blown, right? Why didn't
Right,
he stop it?
bro. Look at how the game be going. They stop going to him,
Stop. Go. Oh wait. Go and get the
bro.
goddamn ball. Now, go and get the
Bro,
ball.
you right, and you Jay Black, you right.
Okay.
Maybe he should say, "Hey man, let me
Give me
talk
the
to you,
ball and
Willie
get the
Green.
fuck out my
Let me
way.
talk to you, Pelicans. Give me the fucking ball." Maybe he
That-
should say that. Maybe he should say that.
Maybe.
You're right, but I
Hey,
don't
there you
think
go.
that's just not him.
Oh
That's just
no.
not him. But guess what? When they say Zion, G, okay, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to rock because he made for the moment, bro.
Only when he wants to. Nah, you gotta be that guy all the time, bro.
Whoa. What I'm saying, he's not the guy that's going to just go up to it and be like, I don't think he's not the guy to say, hey, look here, man, I need the ball. He's a very unselfish guy. That's Z. He's a very unselfish guy. You see a good kid, man.
I know he is,
Smiling and all that.
but good
He's
kids
not
don't
that
want
type of guy.
to. Good kids ain't dogs though.
Exactly.
Huh?
Good
Gotta be a
kids
type.
ain't dogs.
Man, I don't normally agree with Jay Black, but I
You
agree
can't
with
mix
Jay
both.
Black.
let me tell you this, dog. Because let me tell you this.
All right.
Now it depends.
Oh,
Because if you
all right, go ahead.
listen.
I'm listening.
Because
My bad.
you can be a good kid and not show it on the court. You might not be as vocal, but dog, as long as your game doing the talking, do I don't care.
Hey,
Good
my
kids,
man.
bad kids.
That's what we
Bro, his
talking
game
about. The
does the talking
game.
every time, bro.
We talking about the game.
Bro,
Jay
his
Black.
game does the
Jay
talking.
Black. Jay Black.
His
All right.
Jay
game
Black.
is
Let me ask that brother something.
All right, my
off.
Let me
bad.
ask that brother something.
Uh-huh.
When I know he most probably plays sports, right? And I don't know if it's football, baseball, or basketball. You know what I know when you're on a team? Everybody know who the dude is. You done been on teams. Everybody know who the guy is. So if they don't give him the ball, maybe they don't think he's the guy.
But that's bullshit. And who's backing that up? The organization. That's
Man,
what
I
it
done
is,
played
bro.
on teams,
But
bro.
we are a mediocre
You know who
organization,
the
bro. That's
dude
why
is.
we act the way we act. We're a mediocre organization, bro.
Man, you know who
That's why we've
you
been
know
the
who the
way we've
dude
been
is.
because we're mediocre, bro. We're
Anybody
mediocre.
who done played sports and you on the team, you know who the guy is.
Okay, so who's our guy?
I don't know who the guy is on that team.
Well, shit,
Because
I tell you. Let me tell you something. I tell you, the guy, he might walk his ass up out of here, and when we see him on the other side of the damn team, he gonna show us who the damn guy is.
okay, I got a question for you.
He'll show us who the damn guy is.
Who's the guy on the Warriors?
What? What are we talking about?
Who's the guy on the Warriors? Just answer. Who's the guy?
What are we talking about? It's Stephen Curry. What are we talking about?
Okay, who the guy on the Bucks?
Giannis. What are we talking about?
Okay, who's the guy on the Lakers?
LeBron. What are we talking about?
Who's the guy on the Pelicans?
The Zion Williamson. What are we talking about? He's the guy.
Oh my! No, man. If he's the guy,
okay, it's the same guy. I don't, bro. I need y'all. I don't know what y'all looking at, bro.
No,
all I look at,
why is he parked in the corner? Why he's not getting the ball? If he's the guy, man, this is a pecking order, man. Players establish that on their own, bro. Establish that,
bro. Do you, bro? So, do you not see that Zion not have his #1 seed last year without Bi?
Man, Zion don't have enough in his game, and
Did he not have us at the #1 seed? Did he not have us in the #1 seed without Bi last year?
Oh wait, let's say that. So, what was the record? What was his record?
What do you mean? We were
last
#1
year
in the West last year. Yeah.
Oh wait, he was 17-12 last year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
He when Zion played, we was 17-12.
Bro, I just know we was #1 in the West, brother.
Hey,
we was 23-12 overall.
Okay,
we was 6-0 without Zion.
Hey man, Jay Black gonna have them analytics, bro.
I'm just saying that's what it says. He was 17 and 12 last year. If that's what you're saying,
Hold up, my bad,
Hey,
my bad. I
look,
had got yeah,
it's more of a team
but
thing.
this
I
this
bro,
think
what
they
bro,
just
we
moving in the
bro,
same
this what you
direction now.
don't realize, bro. This what you don't realize. All of
But
bro,
us
he gonna
want
take over.
Zion to be the man. We want him to be
We
that
all
bro.
want him
guy.
to be the
Why do
man
you want
We
him to be the
all want
man?
that.
Why do
because
you want him to be the
because
man?
he the top on the team. We
Yeah,
want
but
him to
Huh?
be the man.
he's got to have more to his game, bro. It can't just be
Bro,
all drive left with 10
bro,
people standing in front of him. Bro, you got to pull
bro,
up and make a jumper. Man,
bro.
he's got to add to his game.
Well,
How do you all feel about his playmaking ability?
He does
right.
a
I
good
mean,
job at that.
I think he got to pass the
oh
ball
my
better.
goodness, what are y'all talking
I
But
about,
believe.
bro?
I
he's
I
mean,
got
believe.
to
I
add more
think
to his
that, but
game.
as far as what he's doing right now, because I mean, he's basically just getting back. I mean, after being out for what 10 months, that's
I
why I guess it took so much time for him to get back because being out of competitive professional basketball, and we've
absolutely.
heard this many times. It does take a while, especially for him because his body is unique.
Right.
It just took him some time to get back, but
And still dog
you
and
know
shit.
his ceiling is
His
still
body, hey, hold on,
like
Lexa,
huge
Lexa,
though.
Lexa, hold on.
Huh? What?
His body may be elite as in that he's very explosive, but his body is just like anybody else. If I don't do nothing, I'm gonna get fat too.
Nah, man, come on now.
If
No,
I
but
eat bad, if I eat
But
bad, if
well
I
the
eat
thing
bad,
is
I'm gonna get fat too.
he
oh,
wasn't not doing anything.
right, bro.
Oh,
It's his
Right?
body's
I
definitely
mean, the
oh,
unique,
thing
bro.
is that now I know the beginning of the season, like his minutes were very hiatus. Like it didn't allow him to really get into a strong rhythm.
Tell him, Lex.
And plus I kind of feel like, he was on a minute restriction, which I mean, we've
mhm.
heard many times, if you play
Bro.
in order to get in professional basketball shape, you have to play.
But
You
you know what
can't
I
not
also know,
play.
man? You know, I also know if you take pride in what you do, and you got the dollar amounts to make sure that you got a
Well,
cook,
bro,
you got a trainer, you
bro,
got this, you
he's
And he
got
has
that, and
bro,
the
that.
he
third.
Yeah.
right.
Man, I would
Jasper
never
Bro,
did
be out here
he's
and
doing
young,
that.
bro,
Chef
he's young
Christian.
and he's learning, bro. You see, he's young and he's learning, bro.
He does
He's
he does have both of those, Chef Christian and Jasper Big.
right. I'm
Uh,
saying,
All I,
bro.
well, he needed to get some new ones, whoever that was, for the first part of the year, because they
I
wasn't doing a
mean,
good
he
Well,
worked.
job.
look,
Okay,
it's
no,
that you
no.
see that's being solved. That's being
Uh, uh,
solved, bro.
uh,
Man, I'm
uh,
not gonna sit up here
I
and
mean,
make no excuses for professional athletes that's got every means they need to do whatever they got to
Bro,
do to be
they are
successful.
young
but
men. They're young
he
men,
has those
bro.
things. But I
uh,
don't know. I mean,
So you're
what
gonna
we
tell
talking
but
me
about?
that what that boy named from Minnesota? He young too.
We
Anthony,
can't,
Man, we could.
Anthony
but
Edwards.
bro, everybody
He
has a
young too.
bro. Everybody has a different way of bro. It's everybody's different. Everybody not the same, bro.
I
Everybody
understand
not
that.
the same.
Everybody
You
don't
know what I'm
have to
saying?
be the
Off the
same, but
court, I'm talking off off the
we
court
want
and all
winning
that stuff. Everybody
results.
not the same. They can
But
be talented equally on the court, but off the court, that'll break your ass, depending on what you got
but who
going
fault
on.
is that? Who fault is that?
Sometime, bro, it's just the
Man,
circumstance. Of
it's
course,
the
you
player's
got, bro.
responsibility. It's the
Yes,
player's
it is,
responsibility to get
bro.
himself ready to play.
But
And I'm not making no
everybody has
excuses for
unique.
nobody. Ain't no
Everybody has unique circumstance. I know, but it's
man,
just a little more.
ain't nobody ever
Just a
gave me
little.
nothing,
Just
man.
sometimes.
Ain't
It's a
nobody ever
little bit
gave me
more
nothing.
difficult sometimes. But exactly. But you don't see it. But I'm saying it's just we all supposed to hold ourselves accountable. But I'm
Exactly.
saying,
Okay.
right? I'm saying, but
Man, get paid. You go
Okay.
to work and don't do your job,
but
talking about
you
you're young. You're gonna get fired.
right, but you see, bro, everybody's circumstances are not the same. Just some unfortunate situations, bro.
Man, I'm not
You
making
feel
no
me?
excuse, bro. You know what I
Bro, that
know? A
is
dude
no
who's look.
excuses.
Let me
It's just
explain
it's
something
the
to you. Let
reality,
me
bro.
explain something to you. Guys who play professional sports,
Bro,
bro.
it's nobody in the league like
Listen to me,
Zion
man.
with his body type, bro. Are you
Guys who
serious?
Okay.
guys who look, man, to whom much is given, much is
I agree.
required. When you're blessed to have the ability to be able to do something like that for a living, and you don't do everything that you need to be able to do to be
Bro,
successful, that's on you.
bro, bro, each his
Everybody
own, bro.
don't
You don't
have
know
that
what
same.
mental, bro. You don't
Everybody don't
know
have the same
the
talents, bro.
bro. You don't know the hurdles and stuff people got to go through, bro.
Uh, I,
Everybody
I,
got hurdles, man. What you talking
yeah,
Bro, yeah,
about?
but certain
yeah.
ones is bro. Certain ones, his is keeping them off the court.
Dude, this dude, if you
Well,
look, if
let's
you
He
sit
played.
out,
He
ask
played all.
him.
He played all year though.
hold on.
He played all year.
If you a
He played
top
all
Huh?
notch
year.
Play all year?
athlete
What you
from
talking
listen to
about?
me. If you a
Play all
top
year
notch
this year?
athlete
What you talking about?
from the time you playing park ball, people treat you special, man. No, man, don't give me no stuff like that. You get treated special as a kid if you a stud
Bro,
athlete. Man, the reason why you not successful is because your big ass is lazy. Man, nobody don't want to hear that stuff.
Okay.
Man, nobody don't want to hear that.
Bro, okay, you saying this, but you see my man working and he's improving. So what
Man,
we
I want
talking
him to
about?
be good. I want him to be everything. Man,
Right.
look, I'm a Pelican fan.
Right.
I want him to be the top guy. But if he's not doing what he's supposed to do, I'm not making no excuse for him. Everybody
Right, but
got their own
bro,
responsibility to do what they got to do to
a
live.
lot of
Man,
motherfuckers are
come on,
lazy
man.
too, and a lot of other motherfuckers were lazy too. They just ain't had
Then they
their
gonna get the same results
Their
he got.
body type was different too. Their body type was different too. Some people ain't got to train till the damn season start.
Don't you
So
know
a
they
lot of
got some
people
people
fucking
that's
lazy, bro.
don't you know they got some obese people that's got to eat right, man, to be able to keep weight
Bro,
off? Man,
yes,
he ain't the
but
only
that,
guy with no
bro,
weight
that is a
problem,
hurt,
man.
bro.
Man, I'm fat
Bro,
right
he's
now, and I wish
bro.
I
You
could
can't
lose some
compare
weight. What you
bro.
talking
You
about?
cannot compare another superstar in the league compared to Zion, bro. With their body type.
Man,
You
look,
can't. You
every
cannot,
man,
bro.
you know what I know? Every man who don't eat right and do the thing he's supposed to do,
Oh
gonna get fat.
no,
Come on,
that's
man.
not, bro.
Unless he
Bro,
just
they're
one of
not
those
gonna
skinny
not
dudes
like
that
Zion, bro.
and
He's built
eventually he's
different,
gonna get a
bro.
big stomach.
Not
Shit.
like Z. He's built different, bro. You know he built
Okay.
different.
When
Not like Z.
we not denying that. So it's up to him to do what he needs to do to be ready to play.
Right,
Dude,
and
Hey,
he's doing
at,
that.
at
I
the
think he's
age,
been playing.
listen, because I totally get what you're saying, Mose. Oh wait, Mose, did you mute?
what?
I thought I see your mouth moving.
What you said?
I think. Oh, okay. But it's like this. I mean, in your early 20s, and this is for anybody in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you have it all figured out?
Thank you. Come
When you
on.
when you
Come
when
on
you
now.
when you
Thank you.
look back,
Come on, man.
regardless of how much money you have, if you come
Right.
from a strong inheritance or you don't, like, do you have everything figured out?
Oh.
You know, just because you have great talent and you come into a situation where you can make a lot of money. And I like to say, like, no. Like, when you look at the age that you are now and looking back when you were in your early 20s, can you honestly say that you had it all figured out?
You know what I can tell you? You know what I can tell you? This is what I can tell you. I might have stayed out all night long. I might have drunk. I might have ran women, but I went to work and I did my job.
Right, but you
Um,
also
Okay,
didn't have to
but
play
well,
basketball.
that's not the only thing. I mean, but did you have everything figured out? I mean,
I didn't
what
have
I'm
that.
saying is
no.
that
I didn't have that
there,
figured
there,
out. But what I had
there,
figured out is I
there-
got to whatever I was doing outside of what I know I had to go to work the next day. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, well, Zion's going to work.
Right. Bro,
You know, like, all I'm saying is that there's a growing curve. You're always growing.
right.
but as a player, right? As a player, right? We talking about as a
Yes,
player,
you
right?
grow. Like, listen, like, back in the night, look, guys that came into the 90s, they're not coming into the league like, and they're ready. They're ready. They're not coming into the league like, even the lottery picks that come in, they still need development.
And most of
Like,
them are not ready.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like
They come about undeveloped.
I don't know if it's this draft class or last year's draft that coming into this year, 14 of them went to the G League. They went to the G League.
Man,
Like,
we drafted an underdeveloped player last year in Dyson Daniels. We
yeah,
drafted a guy in
like,
the lottery with no
so
offensive
they,
game. With no offensive game.
even though we have the G League to help develop these players, like, guys are getting younger coming into the league. So we're not really seeing those players all the way 100, like, okay, they're ready. He's a legitimate star. Like, you know how, like, what is it? The 96 class. The 96 class. When those guys came in, they were ready. You had guys that were ready, like, dog, I'm the dude on that team.
Who's 96? Come on, like I said, now no encyclopedia in front of me now. Who was in 96 in the 96 class?
96 plus, Allen Iverson,
Yeah, Allen
Stephon
Iverson, Kobe.
Marbury, Jermaine O'Neal,
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go. Yeah,
Peja
there you go.
Stojakovic, Marcus Camby, Kerry Kittles, Antoine Walker, Tony Delk, John Wallace.
No, my boy Jay
Yeah,
Black gonna have it. Jay Black gonna have it.
yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
was a good
That's a
class.
good class. It's a good class.
It was a
Yeah,
good class.
I mean, you
Because
had
a lot
guys
of them had good
and
careers.
they were ready compared to, now they're not as ready. Even the guys that you're putting in, and I mean, you can look at Wemby. Yeah, he's doing well, but his team's not. Now, there's other facets of that, but you can still see that there's parts of his game that he has to improve. I mean, so
Yeah, but he's
it,
unique,
it,
bro.
it still is a process.
Mhm.
Okay, it is a process,
Well, I
and
don't
I
want
mean everybody's process and maturity and growth.
different.
However you want to look at it, it is different.
Unique. Come
But
But
on,
look,
it's
man.
look.
about just taking those steps. And I mean, obviously,
Exactly.
you're not, man. Like just one year, you don't have no money. The next year, you a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've seen people who won the lottery. They've lost all their millions. You know what I'm saying?
But
And they're not
Zion had
20.
money.
And
That's why
you
that
eat
woman.
like you eat like
Zion did have
you
money.
eat like
You got
everybody else. Your
lucky.
body type just so happen to be different.
Um,
Eat like everybody that came in the draft, but it just so happen your body type different.
But we off track right now because Zion,
yeah,
he's playing well. He's not
he
all
is playing
overweight.
well.
He's in condition right now. But
He's doing great.
what Zion's got to do is he's got to add more to his game, man. It
That's
can't just be
obvious. But
all
even
drive.
without that, he's
Hey,
still a
Mose,
dog.
it's coming. It's coming.
I need it now, Lexxah. We
Yeah,
playing
I know.
now.
It's
I mean,
developing.
look. When you look at LeBron, was LeBron when he first came in the league? I mean, was Giannis when he first came in the league?
This is
Giannis
not
was
his
a
first
scrawny
year.
little dude.
This is not Zion's first year.
I
This is
know,
fifth
but
year.
so in LeBron's fifth year, what did he have it? Was he all the way
No,
LeBron?
Man, I watched LeBron
Yeah,
hit
that
relax.
20
was LeBron.
something straight
Anybody,
points
it could be
against Detroit.
anybody. I
I
just named
watched.
LeBron because everybody knows LeBron. But
Yeah, I know. Let's
it
go
But
could
what
be
I'm
with
saying,
somebody
anybody.
else.
so you gonna tell me we
How
in year
long?
5? We in year 5
Man,
now. We still don't have a jumper, a
Well, you
floater.
have to think. You have to
yeah,
think.
tripping, man.
Zion wasn't playing. He didn't play for a whole season, which is not something that a lot of guys,
Every
he
time,
missed. So really, if you think about it, this is kind of like he's actually in his fourth season. And I know he's in his fifth year, but if you want
Okay,
to
well,
really
man,
get technical with it,
Nah, we don't
but
Hey, man,
do that
every
jump the
time.
logic for everybody else though.
no,
That's the only part
I'm
though.
just saying, like,
Like when Blake Griffin got hurt his first year,
Hey,
we didn't
brother.
say,
but
Blake Griffin, this
Hey,
Zion
is
brother.
did
his
come
first
out and
year.
play his first
but
year, though.
look at Embiid. Look at Embiid
Yeah,
game. Embiid was injured all the time. But man, Embiid got variety to his game, bro. You gotta
Bro,
have some variety to your game.
different
Well,
players
I mean,
too,
if you
though,
think
bro.
about it,
I agree they're different players.
the ceiling is there, Mose. You know what I'm saying? I
Right,
mean,
right.
it's like, the fact that we know that once Zion adds a jumper, once he gets shoots threes, you know what I'm saying? He just starts,
So
expanding
you
his game,
saying
gets
so
floater and
Lexxah,
different things
so
like
you,
that.
so
I
you
mean,
telling me by year 10, I can expect this by year
no,
10?
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
but
that,
even
Mose. I mean, golly, why'd you say 10, man?
Because he had 5
I
years and
mean,
he don't have one now, so it's gonna take a
okay,
while.
well, look at
but
this.
but
Look at this, Mose. You
Okay.
know one good thing that Zion has done?
What?
He has stayed available.
yeah,
There
The
you go.
dude is
That's the best
on
thing.
the court. How about that?
amen to
Ain't that
that.
something?
Amen
I
to
mean,
that.
he's been
And every
available.
time, and how about every time he's
Like,
been on the court, 80%
and
of
he
the
said that
time
was the
we
number one
win.
thing that he wanted to do. He wanted to be available. He wanted to be there for his team. And he's been doing that. That's the first thing. You got to be on the court. And
So
when next season
Lexxah,
comes, I expect him to do even
Lexxah,
more. So
Lexxah,
Oh,
now
wait,
you've been
okay. Oh,
available.
wait, yeah.
Let's add on to
Okay.
that.
Lexxah,
No?
Lexxah,
Yeah. What's up?
Don't we
What's
have
up?
that dude named Fred Vincent who turned Lonzo Ball into a shooter and Herb
Oh,
Jones into a shooter?
goodness.
And that's
Okay.
so
But that's a
why isn't he
but
working with that guy?
but
He
first
he
because
been working with
what
him.
he's doing now
Look at
so
his free
damn
throws.
dominant.
He been working with
Mose, he's been improving his free throws. He
him. His
went,
free
didn't
throws,
he
yeah.
go, Big Q, didn't he go 100% today?
9 for 9.
Okay, so we're gonna
Okay.
say Zion's getting better incrementally. Okay, so we'll just say
Bro,
that.
There you
bro,
go.
I
bro,
mean,
bro,
but
Step by
hey,
step.
all I
Step
know is
by
Mose,
he's the
step.
best, he's
I'm
the
telling
man
Day
on the
you,
by
team, bro.
the biggest
day.
thing,
And you
the
can't stop
biggest
him, bro.
thing is that man has been
Brick
available
by
and
brick.
can't nobody take that away
Brick
from him.
by brick. I built this shit.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Mo. Hey, Mo and Jay Black, man. I don't know if y'all been chilling with Stephen A, but it sounded like it, brother.
Oh no, hell no, hell no.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm just
oh
Hell
saying,
man,
no.
that's
brother.
Now
ultimate
that's
trash talk right
playing.
there.
That's a
I'm
low
ready for.
blow.
I'm gonna be
Man, I'm
quiet.
just playing, bro.
Man,
That's
Yeah, see,
Come on,
all right,
Mo, say
you
something.
know
all
what
right.
I'm
How
that's
was
too
saying?
it?
late.
Oh,
Hey,
Go ahead,
bro.
Go
Mo. You
ahead.
no,
like
talk to
that?
me
Come
now.
on,
We,
touch
you
me
know,
That's
we
two
like
shots
that.
in
Pelican
the
fam.
ball
We
out of
Come on,
bounds
Jay
right there,
we,
Black.
bro. That's two
Come
shots
on,
in the
Jay
Yeah,
ball
no
out
Black.
of
doubt
Don't let
about
him
it.
say that to you.
we Pelican fam. You can talk to me now.
Yeah, we Pelican fans, bro. I
But,
want Zion. Man, I want Zion to be the man. I want him to be the man.
all
I
right,
want to win.
let's
Bro,
go down some
bro,
things.
he is
So
the man, brother.
when you
Fighting
say
words when he
Zion,
said Stephen A.
yeah, you
What
said
you say, J
Stephen A.
Black?
All right, so but if you saying his game developed, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what part of his game did develop? Did he, or do he grab more rebounds?
He
Is he
did
getting more
tonight.
assists? Is he
I feel like
scoring more points?
I, I
He
feel like
average he averaging less points. He averaging less rebounds.
but look,
He
the usage and shit, man.
But look,
It's
man, let's
about
stop beating up on
oh
Zion,
so
man.
he no I know why the usage rate is because they playing more of a team ball. I
right.
told y'all they was a team ball. They is Zion number one in scoring, Bi number two in scoring, CJ number three in scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Zion averaged 22, Bi averaged 21 and 7, and CJ is, I believe, he at 18.7 now. He was 19 most of the year, but they trying to have people average 20, 20, and 20. I
Right.
told you it was an equal opportunity offense.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Yeah.
he don't just run it through Zion because that ran him
Well,
into the ground before. That ran him into
I
the
still
ground. He
think,
got
I
injured
still
when
think
it was
I don't feel like
point
I
Zion.
Jay Black. I still
with
think
that.
CJ is the key to it all, bro. When CJ plays well, we win.
Absolutely against the top team.
Yep, exactly. When he
We
plays
we
well, we win.
I just think all of them, they do their average, we'll be fine. We'll be fine in the West. It's just CJ, sometimes he don't, and then we're dependent on the bench a lot more. So we're dependent on the bench to bail us out of situations when our starters supposed to hold us
Yeah,
down a lot.
I don't like that, Jay Black. You know,
That's what
start,
we do.
starters got to do their thing. They got to,
Yeah,
you know.
but to me, as long as CJ and Trey Murphy play well, man, it's hard for people to beat the Pelicans when those two
I,
kids
I,
guys play
I
well.
absolutely.
I mean, everybody's got
You
to be
need
a threat, man. When
right.
in the playoffs, everybody's got to be a threat. And
Let's
I think
stop that.
there's one thing that you said, Jay Black, about with Jay Hawk and Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
I think with those guys,
Hey, stop selling
like
my G
they're
League, people, man. Stop.
they're not playing consistently. Like their playing time is very hiatus. Like
Okay.
you don't see them like for like a few stretches. They may get in a game or somebody gets hurt. But I think that's the thing. Like if we want guys to be ready, wouldn't it be wise to
Right.
allow them to get reps,
You got
get
really right now, man.
get
They
those
messed
in,
up.
get
Man,
and learn, because look, you can only learn so much
Man.
on the bench or in practice.
I understand
But
it, but
you're
we
Um,
got we in
true
rhythm right.
learning.
we in
And the
playoff
thing is,
mode. So,
Man.
earlier in the season,
It's too late.
Jay
Now, man.
Hawk, when we had those injuries, Jay Hawk, especially with Trey, because Trey was hurt.
Yeah,
yeah,
but it's
Trey
too
was
late.
hurt.
It's too late
So,
now, no,
so
Lexxah. It's too late
huh?
now. We in
Yeah,
playoff mode now.
Yeah, I
That means
know,
we
but
gotta, we
I'm just
gotta
saying
Jayhawk
if
held it down.
that was when they
so
was hurt.
you won't
Yeah,
give a
but
guy you refuse to give a guy a chance to earn your trust.
no,
That's
we
all I'm
all
saying.
we
Like
get. Oh, wait,
that
no,
was
they gave him chances. Oh wait, no, you want him to
what?
get consistent. Oh wait, you want him to get consistent chances.
No,
No, that's not.
it's like
That's not how.
you go DMPs like for stretches of games, and all I'm saying is if you give a guy a few reps, even if it's for like 3 minutes or 5 minutes or something,
No,
we've
y'all
seen stuff
complaining
like
about that. Y'all saying don't give him
I'm not
garbage time
complaining.
minutes.
I'm just saying, like, look, if we want guys to be ready, because anything can happen in the playoffs, right?
Yes,
Anything.
yes.
So my thing is that we want guys to be ready when they come in the game. You want to instill confidence. You know, you
We're
give
not
it
dependent on them though. Them
no,
guys are
you don't have to.
11, and no, we don't. They 11, 12 men on the bench.
Bro,
We're not
they
dependent
are
on them
weapons,
guys.
bro.
It
We're not dependent on them guys though. You're saying that
Yeah, I
weapons,
know.
okay, they're weapons if that's break in the case of emergency. They were supposed to play early in the year. It's not time for that. We can't
But
experiment right now.
Exactly.
what,
Jay Black
Okay,
is right.
the
We can't
experimentation
what,
should
experiment.
have took place the first half of the season.
Oh, I agree with that, but it's not
right.
there no more.
So
So
I
so
we
what do
know.
you?
I
So you
we
didn't.
understand
can't
that.
cry over
So
spilled
you
milk. It's
so we
spilled.
Okay,
don't. So we
dog, I
don't
ain't
play.
crying over spilled milk. You
And
It's
we don't play
yo Jay
players.
Hawk. Jay Hawk.
know what I'm saying?
We
All
And we
I'm
don't.
saying is like
And you don't
reps and
play
have the
players.
guys ready. You know what I'm
And you don't.
saying? So they can have a
And
strong
you.
effect and be productive when they are out there.
My
There's
and my
nothing
thing
wrong
but
is
with
you
that.
don't play.
I don't think
You
they're
can't
getting
play a
out there.
player that
Man, that
you
ship
can't
has sailed.
Well,
you
of
can't
course.
play
I
a
mean,
player
you know,
that
we understand Willie Green's philosophy. I mean,
right,
he's
Yeah,
more
which is
defense. So
unfortunate.
I mean,
It
we
is
are
what
Uh,
it
feeling
is
the same
now.
thing that we felt with what's his name? Shoot, I already forgot his name.
what? Stan Van
Danger.
hey,
Gundy?
hey, but look,
No, not
Uh,
Stan. I'm talking about Kyra. The same thing we were
oh,
saying with
Kyrie.
Kyra Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't getting in and stuff. I
Oh
mean,
wait,
it's the same
my
what is
thing
thing.
is,
Kyrie doing? Oh wait. That's a great point. What is Kyrie doing?
well, we're not worried
No,
about Cal. We're not even gonna compare
no,
Cal with
I was
No,
anybody
just
I
saying.
know.
so
We're not gonna.
I'm not trying to go
We're
into
not.
we're
like when he
hoping.
was
That's
here
hope.
Working at a
That's
as far
study
as
hope.
level.
I
I
don't
know
play off
I
the
But
was
my,
hope.
just
but but
I
what I'm
wasn't
trying to say,
like
y'all.
trying to harp on it, man. Like
Why we
Car
not?
driving
Can
Uber
can I
right now,
can I
man.
answer this? Why we not playing a player that went off in the game that won the game for us and went off against a championship team and had a good game? How can a player like that not find time? I'm not understanding how a player that can win us a game and not find time to play in any game. I I,
You
I mean,
you
30-point
the
games.
interesting part of that. You know the interesting part of that.
Uh-huh.
When I was talking about that before, y'all was killing me about that. I said,
Hold up.
"Yo, oh wait. That
who?
game, the game
Dallas.
that was one of the leads we blown. Remember the Denver Nuggets when he had that 30-point
Yeah,
game,
you right. I remember we
and
was
I
going on
said
the
about his
debate.
defense,
Right, we talk, and then we were very.
and then
As I said,
y'all got
they
upset.
just what's going on is, dog.
I don't think
They're
I
just
know.
trying to pick at it because he's a rookie, man. I mean, the
No, it's
damn dude is
not.
not jeopardizing the
No,
whole
it's
damn
not.
team
It's not.
defense.
Listen, I'm telling you, so I'm saying it's people that already made us make the playoffs. Najee Marshall played when we went to playoffs. Jose
Yeah,
Alvarado, he
bro,
believes in them. He's
that's
not going to
fine.
go with some that's
Right,
unsure.
and I know, and you're right, David. I know what he
Matt
believes
Ryan
in,
just came to the team,
and
and
I know what he
Jordan
believes
Hawkins is
in,
a
and
rookie.
that's the problem. That's the problem. I know
Okay.
what he strictly believes in, and
Man,
that's the
I don't
problem.
want to argue about
No
that anymore, man.
flexibility,
That
no flex.
that ship has sailed, bro. I don't even want to
Yeah,
argue
Yeah, bro,
about
it's
that.
so,
bullshit. It's bullshit when we got a 35 point. Somebody put up 35 points in a lethal shooter and he can't play.
Get
no.
him
Man,
out of here.
I
man,
want
you
you
all right,
coaching.
my man?
I
You
want
all
you
right?
coaching.
You
I
all
want you
right?
coaching my Ross. I want you coaching. I want you
I'm
coaching my
sorry.
Ross.
Man,
I
get
want
you a
you
drink,
coaching
man.
my
Take
Ross.
your shot of that hen right now, man. You all
Yeah,
right?
hey, look, hey, this how I
Woosah.
play on the court, y'all. Hey, this how I play on the court. That's why I love Patrick Beverly.
Woosah.
I'm a
What's the
dog. I'm a
problem, my
dog.
brother?
I'm a
Well,
dog.
you
So
going,
I get
you
mad. I
going
get mad
hard.
when shit, when
You
dumb
going
shit
hard, my
happens.
man.
I go hard. That's how I am with basketball. I go hard. So
All
like
right.
shit bothers me when stuff like that happens. Like it bothers me because it's like, dog, he can perform but can't get a minute in the game.
Hey,
Dog,
but I feel, hey, look,
Wait.
I
I
seen
felt like
moments
that
where
too.
it was moments today where he could have gotten the game.
Hey,
Him
I
or
felt
Matt
like that
Ryan.
too. I felt like that too. But that ship has sailed, man.
It did.
You know,
It
I
did.
know. But it's sad. I'm still not gonna deny the fact that it's sad and that it's bullshit and that we're gonna have to make a change, I believe.
Well,
And the
let's see
head
what
Oh,
coach,
happens.
like I
Let's see
always
what
yeah.
happens in the
said.
Let's see
playoffs,
what
man.
happens.
The Pelicans are playing good basketball right now, man. You got to let it go the way it goes.
Bro,
Yeah.
we're talented. I ain't even gonna say we playing
Absolutely.
good basketball, brother.
Okay.
I'm gonna say we talented. We're
Look at our
talented
record
as
right
hell.
now, man.
We're
We got to let
talented
Willie
and
Green do
healthy.
what Willie Green do
We're
at this point,
talented and
and then we
healthy.
can critique him at the end of the
Are
year.
the
There
Milwaukee
you
Bucks
go.
playing good basketball right now?
There you
When his
go.
contract runs out.
Are
Yeah,
the
we can
Milwaukee
Yeah.
critique him
Bucks
at the end of the year. Right now, the guy
are the,
got to do what he
Milmo-
feel like. What he
are the Milwaukee Bucks playing good basketball right now?
they're down by 3 right now.
Are they playing good basketball? They're struggling. They're
Yeah, they're down
winning
by
because
3
they're
right now. They're
talented as
winning.
hell.
Look at
They
that
got a good
crazy.
record because they're talented as hell.
Would you want to be the Milwaukee Bucks right now?
Bro,
I don't know, man. I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying
I
Hell
is
don't
yeah,
know.
you would.
I don't
Hell
know.
I
yeah,
mean,
you
first of all,
would.
I
I
would
don't know.
definitely, bro. First of all, I would definitely like to have
Okay,
have a team
you
that
would like
won a
their record,
championship.
right?
Or a championship. No, I'm
A
talking about
championship?
championship.
Oh, all right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay, at least we know they've been there. So that's their fans have that hope. Like, okay, we can get this together. But us, shit.
But the only
We don't
Man,
know
let's
what
award
the
just
they
fuck
give it
we
a
never
got.
chance to
got in the
work, man. Let's
playoffs
give it
was
a
a
chance to work.
championship.
Yeah, man.
We got to give it a chance to work now because it is what it is.
Yeah, but I can you know how
Yeah,
sometimes
but we can
you
still
see
talk
it,
about it, Mose. You
but it's
know,
like
Yeah,
but it's like
but I don't.
conversations like
But
this,
look,
right?
but it's
but
like you
I
can
don't
see
want
in
to talk
between
about
it though,
something we
man.
can't
I,
change, bro. This is where we at right now, right?
yeah, I
So
think we could see it in a
That
loss
relationship.
better. You could criticize in a loss. That's why. That's actually more my
But
biggest
the thing
argument is we could
but
criticize in a loss. Say, oh, see, this when I was saying this, he should have did this. If he'd have played them, but in a win, I don't want to hear it.
hey, man,
He
J
should have
Black, I
did
but
know
this,
y'all
and he
remember
won.
but
one
we
show, Lexxah too, where I abused
man,
Jose
I
and
see a lot
Najee
of
and Willie Green.
flaws, man.
So now I'm at the point right now, bro. That ship has sailed. So
I
now we
haven't
got to
abused.
move forward.
Okay, what did you say, Mose?
Now you guys got to remember one show when
I didn't abuse
I abused
Jose
them.
or Najee.
I
No,
did.
he said he
I
did.
Oh
did.
yeah, he's talking
I
about
did.
Oh,
on
okay.
the
I was
shelf. He
like,
was flying
I
on the
call.
shelf.
You remember I call Jose a carnival trick? I mean, look,
yeah,
Oh,
look, but we at the point right now where it is what it is, man. We got what
So
we
so
got.
yeah.
y'all so y'all so y'all contradicting yourself, huh?
No, but that's
Why
over
you
now.
now we don't
We can't
you
keep
can't be
on.
talking like that and
I
take it
mean,
back, brother.
But no, but at this point,
oh, that's a growth mindset. You got to grow one way. Grow way.
all I'm
Growth
telling you,
is not linear.
look, I hadn't changed how
But
I
I
feel
know what you
about
mean
that. But
though.
what I'm saying, we at the point right now where that it is what it is. This is what we
Yeah, I
got.
know it
This
is
is the
what it
way we
is.
gonna
Yeah,
play.
you're right.
So
You're
right
right.
now, I'm looking to see where we can get better. Is this what we can do right now to
and
keep
that's what
going
I was
right?
saying.
And the
I
problem, the problem that the one thing we got to change right now is when people get physical with us, we can't turn into wimps, and that's what happened in that game
exactly.
tonight. We turn into
I'm with you on
when
that,
people
Mose.
start holding bi and stuff. Man, they start whining like a bunch of little sissies. I'm not gonna say girls because all girls ain't
So,
like that. I don't want to be
so
disrespectful.
where does that start?
Mhm.
How do
Thank
we
you.
change
I
that?
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't see
How,
girls on that court that's dogs too. You know
Uh-oh.
what I'm saying? So
how we change that?
Cha-
what you mean? How we
how we
change
change
that?
what?
I
I
Man,
mean,
mean,
to me,
we
that's
what we
gotta
got to
get
hey,
do?
some.
hey. Let me tell you something, bro.
We gotta get built like that, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
But to me,
How do we do that?
that's DNA. That's mom. That came from his that came
So
from
we
their
don't
mom and
got
their
it.
daddy right there. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
So we
That's
just
just
don't got it,
DNA.
right?
It,
That's
it
Oh,
comes
that's
from the
DNA.
people.
Man, that's
We just don't
DNA
got
right
it.
there.
We just
You
don't
know,
got it.
a dog is a dog. You know a dog from day one, man.
So
When
we
he a
don't got it.
kid.
no,
No, we ain't got that.
I
I
mean,
think we need to have a team meeting. A team meeting, and the players need to have a player only meeting, saying that we need to address that. That part we
yes,
need to
there you go.
address.
I like that, Jay
All
Black.
right, we
Man, let
need
me
to
Like
tell
have
you
a
something.
meeting. Like,
there
yo,
you go,
that's a
Let
right
me tell
there.
you
They
something.
problem.
have
We need to address that.
Let me
Again,
tell you
now they
something.
haven't. They don't
They
Let
do
me
need
those
tell you
meetings. They
something, bro.
just
If
do.
I'm
They
players
Zion,
do.
need to choose
look.
violence
They
because
do.
at
If
the end
I'm
of
a
the
guy,
day, it's the
look,
players
They
out
just
there
do.
on the floor,
see if I'm
and
They just
they're
Zion,
the
do
if
ones
extra
I was
credit
built,
meetings. Just
if I
only
was
extra
built like
credit
Zion
meetings.
Williamson, bro, and they wouldn't call a foul when I'm coming to the hole. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come to the hole and I'm gonna hurt somebody, man. I'm gonna make
yeah.
you feel
There
it.
you go,
what
You know,
violence.
what
so
Well,
you ain't
Shaquille
got to
want me to
call
do?
it.
he's starting to do. He's starting
And
to
I'm
get
gonna
like
tell
that a little
And
I'm
bit
gonna
more and
tell
Mose,
more.
everybody they not gonna
talk
call
about it.
foul. They not gonna call foul. But the next person
No.
slap me
Violence,
like that. The next person slap me like that. When I come to the hole, I'm gonna take your
violence,
goddamn head off. That's
Yeah.
what you
Okay.
do
violence.
to the people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what you do. You regulated yourself,
violence. That's
man.
how
And
you
I
get
feel
built like
like
that.
Yeah.
he's starting to bring that a little bit more. You can see like getting a little more aggressive going to the
And
hole.
take a charge on me, Kyle Lowry. I'm gonna fall on top of your ass.
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna
He's
do,
starting to
yeah.
exaggerate a
Take
little bit
him out.
more. I like
man.
so
Let them go to the
Take
bench. Go back to the locker room.
Kyle Lowry, step in front of me and take a charge again. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna fall on top of your ass. I'm dropping all this two whatever it
Oh,
is on top of your ass.
so
Mm-hmm.
we compare Zion to Shaq a lot.
huh?
Yeah, but
So
Shaq mean,
We,
bro. Shaq was
yeah,
mean.
but I was about to get to that. So
We talking
Shaq,
about
when Shaq said people foul him, he gonna give him the
Okay.
elbow, and
yeah,
then
Exactly.
they going
actually, he says he gives him a love tap.
I love that.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go. I think Zion
Yeah,
needs to throw a
that's
little
what
bit more
Zion
love
yeah,
taps.
yeah.
violence.
Yeah,
But
but I
A
don't
love
think
tap
Zion is
Zion
a
ain't gonna
nice
do
guy. Zion is
with
yeah, he
really
ain't
a
gonna
shots
do
nice
that.
of
guy.
He's not
love.
gonna do that.
I,
He's not
He
gonna do that.
tries to play the game the right way, but
He's a
I
nice
Yeah,
get
he's a
you.
nice
but
guy.
I get
The
you.
thing
But
is,
the thing
the
about
thing
him,
is,
He could be nice off the
now,
court. We don't need him nice on the
yeah,
court. We
but
need him nice off the court.
he still has a violent style. So he has
He
a very
does.
explosive
and he
style. So it's
has
To a
like,
grace
point.
at the same
To a
time.
point. To
yeah,
a point. He smiles too much out there for me.
Well, no, not here. Ain't not
Well,
lately.
he's more so frustrated. It ain't like Dwight Howard.
Shit,
It's
not
more
lately.
so
Oh
like
no,
I've
no,
seen
no, no,
people
no.
Yeah,
like
but
Yeah,
the White Howard had that
like
secret life he was always
frustration.
trying to hide. So that's where that frustration was.
What'd you
yeah,
say?
yeah, yeah.
He
That
couldn't be
lifestyle.
himself. He couldn't be
Yeah, yeah,
himself. So that's why he was always angry.
yeah.
Okay, y'all crazy, man.
Rubber people
I
legs
was
and stuff.
talking about basketball
Hey, man. Rubber
Okay,
people with
I
the
wasn't
highs and
trying
Well,
to
stuff,
go
right?
on the court.
a
I
little
wasn't
Stephen
trying
A.
to
say
go into
now.
all
Hey,
that
man.
He was on
because
the
we
court. He
know
might
he's
have liked somebody on
valuable
the
on the
court.
court.
Yeah.
He might have
Back
wanted to
me,
kiss one of them
back
fellas,
Okay,
me
man.
down again.
okay,
Back me down. Like, we playing basketball.
okay.
Like,
I don't know what y'all got
Clean
going on, man.
mindsets here.
that's what, hey,
Clean.
man, that's what the way
Why
I
you
was
think? Why
going.
you think he was a post-up player, back to the basket
Back,
kind of
back to
guy?
the basket.
Y'all funny.
Nah, he really came out with the Wizards when he had
Yeah,
that surgery on that part.
yeah. I just, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
goodness,
y'all stupid, man. Y'all stupid.
they had to cover
But
that up,
nah,
man. They
but
had to hide that.
Z is man. Like I said, I've been seeing Z.
I'm
I've
mad
been
because I
seeing
ain't
Z
mentioned
much.
no dude. Golly.
I've
Uh-huh.
been seeing Zion mature, man. I don't really see a lot of smiling anymore on the
Yeah,
court.
yeah.
Yeah,
He is maturing. He is
he's mature.
maturing.
You can see it. That's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
he is growing,
And then he
man. I
had,
mean,
and then not
he
only
might
that,
be this is
this
what
is all,
Mo's like because I
and
understand the now
and
Mo's. I
and
truly do.
But
I
and not
truly
only
do.
that,
he still
But
needs to
not
get
only
more
that,
rebounds though.
and not only that,
yeah,
he had a
That's a
no,
major
But
thing.
to me, it looked like he was
I
more
agree.
aggressive tonight, going after rebounds than in
right.
the
Yeah, he
Yeah.
past,
was.
right?
Yeah, yeah. He going after rebound, but you
Also,
got to get him.
Oh, and you are he was doing it on them blocks though.
Oh
But
yeah,
I
look,
know
now
he's
we
that's
still
what
in
I
we
double.
talk
seen.
about I know
Oh
we
yeah,
talk about
he been
exactly.
protection a
He's
lot.
trying to do it all the
Like
way around. Yeah,
yeah,
that's that
I
man.
really because we really do need him to be the rim protector
Yeah,
because
that's
he
that
has
guy.
pops to do it.
he got 3 blocks tonight. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he did, and he got 2 steals.
2
Hey, but
steals.
not.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. As far as that maturity thing, like you gotta understand this too. Not a lot of people might mention it, but he got a child now, so you know that shit do a little something. I don't even got kids, but I just know just the dynamics of that do something different to your spirit already. You dig what I'm saying? So I
Maybe,
know, huh?
maybe.
Maybe,
Shit, I mean,
maybe
no,
not.
that's facts, man. Come on, that does something to your
Maybe.
spirit, man.
Hey,
But
hey,
but
It depends
maybe.
on
but
the person,
so
Doc.
Yeah, it depends on who
yeah,
the
no,
dad
it
is, right?
does. It depends on the person, but even so,
Yeah.
it still
That don't
does
work
something to
on
your spirit.
everybody.
Get you.
'Cause let me tell you something, bro. I got children, man. Let me tell you something, bro. I know a lot of people out there. That shit don't work on everybody, dog. So just putting that in there.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Nikhil?
That actually makes some people worse, dog. So that
Yeah,
don't.
right.
Yeah.
Nah,
You know what I'm
but I'm
saying?
saying,
Look,
but
or
it's just a certain,
stress.
but it's a certain. Well, sometimes stress can react in a good way for some people too. Some people react good to a little bit of stress. That's what I'm
Man ain't
saying.
got no
So,
stress on it, man. That man got a pocket full of money, man. Ain't no stress.
yeah, but
He
look, man.
shouldn't be stressing.
Regardless, man. Look,
He
my
better not be
man
stressing.
Stress is when you can't
Zion
get
is
them diapers and milk. That's when that stress on you.
Zion is
Yeah.
maturing, and if he was so much of going downhill from the baby, you would see it. So
Oh
that's
no,
not the
no, no.
case
I
with
don't
him.
think nobody can going downhill.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think nobody going that
Yeah,
far.
nah, but I'm just saying, I feel like
Right.
that had an impact on him as well, and he's maturing, man. I can see it in his demeanor and everything. He's trying. He getting better, man. He getting better with his,
Will,
the
will he demand the
mental
ball
approach
at
to
the
the
fourth
game.
quarter? Will he demand the
Yeah,
ball in the
but that's
fourth
not,
quarter?
but
I
that's not
mean,
gonna
he has
happen.
shown that. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
it's
not
like
gonna happen, brother.
he has shown
That's not
that,
gonna
but
happen, brother.
I
It's
think
on the
I think a lot of times it depends on what play is being called because they're in a
told you.
specific set. You can see
I get it. I
That's
get
what I
it.
told
But
you. No,
give me the
so
goddamn ball. It's not a set.
hey, that's not gonna happen, brother.
yeah, I know, but I mean,
It's not gonna happen.
I don't know. The
It's not gonna
situation
happen.
is very interesting, but
That's all it is.
What,
The
oh wait. All right.
organization.
All right. All right.
but
Do you think he would do this if this was a playoff series game and we was up by 30 and we start losing the lead? Will you think that he would do the same exact thing? Now,
What do you
it's
mean?
hypothetical. Let's say
we
we
don't
had
know.
yeah, but it's
Oh,
Well,
in
yeah,
your opinion.
no,
yeah.
oh no, yeah. He'll do the same. Yeah, he'll do the same exact thing. I
Hmm,
think, of course, he'll probably be a little frustrated, but
I don't think
yeah,
so.
now he'll do the same thing. Yeah, he'll do the same
So,
thing
so when he was
I mean,
playing in Duke,
because
he was
he's
he was
unselfish.
calling
He
for
Man,
believe.
I'm gonna be honest
he
with
was
you.
calling for the
I
ball
think
in
that
Duke.
fellas. I think the Pelicans gonna play well in the playoffs, man.
I do
Well, I
too.
feel like
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
I do
think they
too.
are
I
too.
feel like we are because in the playoffs, what happens is
And
you
this
have
is
no
Zion's
choice.
first rodeo, so
You have no
he's trying
choice.
to get off.
That you
He's
see the
trying to
best.
go.
Yeah, you have no choice. So the
I mean,
best going the best.
that may bring it out of Zion.
That
Yeah,
might
What?
I mean
might be a turning point.
playoffs is a different breed, so
And we never seen him in the playoffs.
But I believe I
that's how
believe
you
he's a
make a
pride.
change.
I believe he's a prideful guy, man. I believe he's gonna come to play.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he
that's
gonna,
the guy that
Oh
we got.
wait, if
The guy that I
so,
don't know about is CJ. We need CJ to be consistent, man. If CJ's consistent, we gonna have a good run, man.
then that's what you're saying. So
Him and
you're saying you're saying Zion and because Bi been good in the playoffs.
right.
His game
We seen
rose
it
in the
one time.
playoffs.
Yeah, we
So you're
seen it one
saying
time.
Zion will rise, and you're saying CJ is going to be our downfall.
Well, he's no. I'm
Yeah, he
saying
always
Or,
pretty much
or
always been down
that'll
for.
be
X
probably
factor.
the true
He's the
strength of
guy
it.
that if he plays well, we can beat anybody. So he's really the X
so he
factor.
the cherry
I
on
feel
top.
like
I mean,
I feel like Trey
I kind of
Murphy.
feel like it was, Trey, like
Trey,
the other,
yeah, Trey.
Trey is a big piece of
Hey,
that.
what
Okay.
you know what you're gonna get from Herb Jones, right? You
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
two
I'm
wild
Yeah.
so
cards.
glad he
And
man,
Trey, I'm
Herb
proud of him
did
too.
this thing,
Yeah,
man. Kudos to that guy, man.
yeah, the
Yeah.
two wild cards is CJ and Trey. Man, if those guys come out and play, man, it's hard to defend the Pels when they
I
shoot the
think if
ball
one
like
of them plays, if
But
one of them plays, like if Trey Murphy comes out and give you more of
but
his average is like 15 points,
see, my thing
or
is,
CJ give you 19 points, I think
but
it's
that's
hard to beat it with one of them going off. But usually it'd be both of them having like
yeah.
subpar games
But my thing,
that we be losing.
but that's
But
back to what I'm saying, like about the Jayhawk and stuff, man. If TJ and them not on, sometimes Jayhawk might can come in there and get a spark going, man.
and
I mean, he's that
hey
great of
man,
a
what you saying is true, but man,
yeah.
that's over now because they're not gonna do that.
uh,
That's all I'm
And
saying.
that is true. I mean, we've seen it in the past.
Man, in the playoffs, Willie gonna
Willie Green is. I mean, he's stubborn. I mean, we know that Willie Green is kind of set in his ways. He's set on defense. Obviously, have Trig up in there, and obviously he's been getting off. So it looks like he's back. So it really helps to solidify the rotations even more. But I mean,
you know who's gonna
Willie
play
Green
when they
at this
come when
point,
Dyson Daniels come back.
he's just
Dyson Daniels gonna
solidifying
play.
what
Dyson
really he's
playing.
been out to do anyway.
That's a guarantee. Dyson playing. I can tell you that. But
Now this is the best thing that we can hope for, right? That Dyson can make the same kind of jump that Herb did with shooting the basketball. That's what you got.
then they going not this year.
No,
You're
not this year. I'm talking about.
saying
I'm
that
talking in the
jump
future.
this year?
Work his
No, I'm
way
talking
back.
in the future. No, in the
You
future.
don't
In the
think
future? Oh no, that's the plan for next year, I guess. Because now since they did it with Lonzo, did it with Bi. Bi shoots better from three now. Her now it's going to go on to I believe either Zion or Dyson. The people that's in the future plans.
I
well,
hope that's how it
how
work
y'all
out,
think?
man.
Y'all think Jayhawk will get implemented next year?
Yes, he'll play more.
Next year, yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be
Guaranteed.
changes next year.
Well, you gotta hope.
we
You gotta hope
need
he come
Ray.
along. You gotta
need
hope he
Ray
come
Allen
along
on the
because
court.
you gotta hope he come along because you can't keep all that money on the books. So CJ gonna have to go. So you need Jayhawk
Yeah,
to
I mean
develop into that guy.
somebody is. Then you still got Trey.
Yeah, you're gonna need some key
Obviously
players.
Najee's. Well, I don't because
I
Najee's gonna need money,
have a question about that. How much
but
y'all think Trey is going to get?
I don't think
money?
Trey is a max player. I think Trey is a one trick pony.
Because y'all said people say that a lot, not just y'all. People say that a lot, but what is the realistic money that y'all see that he gonna get?
The money Lonzo got, I think.
So
yeah,
that's
I was
4
thinking
years,
that.
80
So that's
million,
like this major, right?
20 years.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
he's more than that. I don't think he's more than that because he
Or
doesn't
the
have enough in
same.
his game.
And that's the same as like Marcus Smart, right?
A max
Because I
guy
think
got to
that
be an
that's
all
that's
star to me, man.
that's less than what Herb gets.
To me, a max guy got to be a all star. He's not that.
Yeah, I think him getting injured really kind of set him back a little bit. I mean, because he had to work his way back.
Yeah, that muscle on him
and that takes a lot, to get into a rhythm. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a head scratcher.
To me, when I think of Herb, when I think of Trey Murphy, man, he's a really phenomenal athlete that can shoot the ball, but he's not really a good basketball player. You know, because he doesn't do a whole lot. He doesn't see the court well. You know, when he's trying to drive, it's almost like a elementary school kid. It's 1, 2, 3, like it ain't no quick moves and quick counters, man. It's so robotic when he's trying to do it, right? So
I see what
that's
you're
that's
saying.
that's what I mean. That's where his game is to me, man. He's got an elementary game, bro. It's not very advanced, right?
I see what you're saying, but
I
Uh,
mean,
he still got potential though.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
got
the
potential.
potential's there. I think right now he has a role.
You know what
And I
potential
think
mean?
that role is, I mean, with a lot of role players, I mean, I don't
You
know. I mean, it's
you
kind
know
of
what you know
cut
what
clear and
potential
dry
mean?
on what they're supposed to do.
You know what
But
potential mean?
uh-oh.
He hadn't done it
oh
yet.
yeah, I think sometimes when I look at him, sometimes I feel like he's not comfortable in his body.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
you. He's like a
Like
like
he
a
he he moves like interesting. Like when he's attacking the basket, like okay, and it looks like the ball's not going to go in, but it does.
he
I
goofy.
think
He
because he did
goofy,
hit a
man.
growth spurt. I mean,
I
sometimes
think
maybe it takes some time to get used to your
it,
body,
it,
or
it,
something.
I think it's thinking too much.
Yeah, it could be that.
But he's not natural.
Overthinking
He's
is
not
not
natural at
natural
that
because
stuff.
then that's thinking. He
Yeah,
don't
he's
got
not
the natural feel for it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
he put a lot of thought in it. I think I think he need to work out with Bi or work out with one of the our players or work out with Zion or something to learn how to finish around around
Anything.
a rim or something. I don't know. He need to work out
Work
with
out.
Maybe
somebody.
getting a floater and
Anything. Work out with Bi.
tightening up
Work
his
out with Bi.
KD.
movements.
Work out with KD.
And Trey remind me.
I don't go with the working out with somebody from another team.
And Trey
I
remind me of a pretty
he
girl
can
that
work
He
ain't
about
getting
to
no
be out of the
man,
league
man. Something
anyway.
just ain't right.
you say he about to make
He's a,
Bi leave?
Oh, Trey?
huh?
No, man.
Oh, you said what happened? What'd you say? No T?
I
What'd you
thought
say?
you
No T?
said that you said I said work out with somebody that
Oh,
on the
and I was
team.
saying,
I don't,
I was saying KD. No, I was saying KD about to lead the league. That's what I'm saying. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with
oh
learning from
oh
KD.
oh he about
Yeah,
to
KD.
retire.
Yeah.
Then Trey need to get in the weight room. He got to get stronger, man. People bump him, bro, and he falls. You know.
Sorry, just the way you said that.
So
Like
he
he
was in the
should
weight.
straight weight.
He was in. He
I
was
think
in.
he was in the weight room this past year. He ain't gonna see no crazy big man muscle guy. I think his body is just going
But look at
slowly but
KD.
surely
KD
develop.
not
Yeah,
muscular, but he stay
yeah,
on
he
balance,
does
man.
need
You
to
can.
get used to his
He
body,
just
man.
exactly. He can't stay on balance when you just touch him. Look like
Yeah.
it's.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what? Maybe yoga. Maybe doing some. You know what I'm saying? Some. I don't know. Doing some more like working on some.
isometrics. He
Yeah.
need to
There you go.
isolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, isolate
There's different things
different
that you
workout.
can do to help with balance and controlling your body more and things like that. So
Whatever happened to
And then I
Mac and
maybe.
mean,
Shieldstone, man? You need to give Mac and Shieldstone. He turned off everybody into all kinds of things.
but Mackey was putting on people with muscle. He was good at. I think I don't know if his ways are still out here. I don't know if they use them anymore.
Yeah, you remember he had Evander Holyfield, Serena Williams,
Yep, Roy
and
Jones. I
Roy
remember him.
Jones. That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Maybe that's what they need to find a disciple of his and get Trey with him. you
Uh,
know.
he might. I don't know how he uses money in the off season, but
Who?
he
Trey? Come on, Trey.
because you had to hire one of them guys. You got to hire
Yeah,
one of them guys. Um,
man, that's
I,
a tax write-off. Shit.
absolutely. If they know how to understand business, yeah, that's a tax write off.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
so
heard,
it
and I
makes
heard what
sense.
you call him. I thought Bi like to work out privately in the off season too.
Will he work out with his teammates?
I don't know. I think he
Well,
like.
he didn't last summer. He was with FIBA.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he
And
did.
Oh, yeah. That's
actually,
that's right.
Herb and before Trey got hurt, they were on the select team, so they could practice, basically practice team.
That's about all they doing.
But to me, it looked like he lacks core strength to me, right? That's why he getting knocked off balance so much.
A little bit of coordination.
It could be core strength.
Yeah, I can
But
see that.
his legs should be weak or his stomach could be weak. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he just got to get ball handling skills.
And I
Better
think he
ball
needs to
handling
work
skills.
on yeah.
But he said himself
you
that
get
he
it
was
right
a
out of
late
my mouth, J Bud.
right? He said himself he was a late bloomer, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he may come around when he's 28.
Getting used to his body, getting used to, just
He'll improve because he already improved this year with the handle, with the getting to the basket and attacking off the dribble and everything. Like he done already improved that. So
Hey, but you know what the playoffs gonna let us know? The playoffs is gonna let us know what the Pelicans need going forward next year, right? Because I still think they need a true point guard. I mean, that's just my
thing.
I can see that.
So I think they need another 5 guy, right? I mean, Jonas, man. You can't pay a guy that much money and then not he's not be a primary guy, right?
Let me ask you
that's not the business.
Because we look at Larry Nance and we see, what obviously Willie Green uses him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So between the two of them, do you think that Larry stays? Are we gonna move him? Or move Jonas?
Well, Jonas gonna come off the books, right? Jonas gonna come. He's a free agent, right? So
you don't think they're gonna out? You think they're just gonna let him walk?
I think so. Unless he take a cheap deal, he come back on a 2-year cheap deal because actually only $11 million of that money is what they're going to be able to use, right? So
who's older between the two of them, Nance and Jonas?
That's Jay Black and Q, man. They gonna know that.
I think Jonas older.
I think
Jonas, because I remember Jonas in the league for a long time.
I think one of them's 31, and I don't know.
Yeah, Jonas 31.
To me, be a part of something.
To me,
how old is Nance?
31. Both of them 31.
Oh, yeah,
Nance is like Nance to me is a 12 to 13 minute guy a night. You know what I'm saying?
Nance just had a birthday, January 1st. January 1st, 1983. He was born. New Year's Day.
Yeah, I graduated high school.
That's my mother's birthday. January 1st.
Oh, Jonas about to be 32 next month, April. No, May.
Does the fact that Jonas that the fact that he's been available, does that move the needle? Like maybe he's more valuable.
If he asks for the same thing that Larry Nance is making, hell yeah, he's way more valuable. Larry Nance making 11. I think he makes 15. Yeah, If he say 11, oh yeah, that jump for joy.
But
Larry Nance is out the door.
I just think at that position we don't need a guy like that, man. You need a guy who's a rebounder defender, right?
Jonas is a walking double, right?
I think we gonna get somebody out of the draft, but we gonna have somebody to be like a placeholder for next year. I think they're gonna try to do it through the draft, or the kid that came over from overseas.
Oh, Makovich.
Hey, you see? No, he garbage.
Yeah, I didn't like him. He didn't really show a whole lot in summer league.
You see how the Mavericks are using Daniel Gafford?
I haven't seen him.
Running big man.
Pick and roll with Luka, and throwing lobs to him, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this team doesn't do that a whole lot.
That's the
which is weird to me.
So if that guy can play defense, grab you 10 rebounds a game, and get you 10 points on lobs or 8 points on lobs a game, man, that's sufficient for what we need at that position.
Well, let me ask y'all this: do you feel that this team is win now?
To me, this is the NBA. This is professional sports. You should always be win now.
Like, so is that the same for Detroit and the Wizards?
No.
Well, they don't have the person. They don't have the personnel, right? So at the end of the day, that stuff get back to your management and which the people you have in place to try to build teams, man. Because some people are perennial losers, man, for whatever.
Yeah.
But you have to draft well and you have to develop well. No team, the way the NBA and professional sports are set up, you shouldn't be a loser all the time because the more games you lose, you get the draft picks, right? You get the better players in the draft. So you got to develop those guys.
Okay.
I don't think we end up win now. I don't think so because if we were, we win. I think we want to win in the playoffs. I think we want to go to the second round of the playoffs. But I don't see us saying we're a championship or bust.
But to me,
I don't
part
see
of
it. If we were,
Okay. Yeah, I can't.
then all these conversations, what I'm saying, is totally moot. But the way like Willie Green is speaking, way the team is speaking, they're kind of cool about it. We just want to take a game at a time. It's not a sense of urgency.
You know what? You know the problem with the
It's not a sense of
this
urgency
is the
about
problem with the Pels franchise and the Saints franchise, man. You got guys running the organization who need to be fired, right?
Yes, I agree with that, Mo.
Because you got
Okay.
Okay.
yes, because Tom Benson put this thing into place with Loomis and whatever that dude named Bensel or whatever the dude start with a B, whatever his name is. Those guys are the ones that's advising Gail Benson, and those are the guys he need to fire. You know what I'm saying? Because Mickey Loomis is totally incompetent in what he's doing with the Saints. He's got a loser coach and a loser quarterback, and you doubling down on that. And the one thing about sports, you learn that losers lose and winners win. Guys who are losers, man, they don't ever win. So you can't keep those type of people around. And that's part of the problem over on the Pelican side. You got we gonna give Griffin this year to see what happens, man. If not, man, them dudes got to go, man. You don't get this much time, right? You got 3 years or 4 years or whatever, and you got to get the hell up on out of here if you ain't done nothing. Give somebody else a chance. But Benson is taking advice from guys you need to fire. Them guys not gonna go in there and tell
I
you,
agree
hey,
with
fire
that.
me. Right? So that's the issue we have with our franchise because, man, Tom Benson did a good job saving those teams for New Orleans, but the structure he left behind, oh, man, it's garbage, man. It's the garbage structure he left behind.
I can't relate, brother.
Hmm?
I said I can't relate to y'all NFL struggles.
No, I'm just talking about across.
Both
We're talking about across the board.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying because you was talking about the Saints, right?
He never Saints fan.
So if they go wrong, I don't think Gail has the wherewithal to say, "Hey, look, I'm coming in here and fire you guys," because I don't think she know enough about it.
She doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? So
I think Griff came in and kind of took
we have
advantage
to hope
of
these
the
guys are
situation.
successful because
To
if
be
they're not,
honest,
nothing's
is that
gonna
right?
change.
So Griff's
That's all I'm saying about it all.
Griff told us some time ago that the way his strategy was to build it organically as a family. So I'm taking him on his word because I didn't believe that at first. I still really don't because all these trade loan. But the way the team is, they've been together for the core. The core been together for at least like three years now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the 3 people that or the 5 people that not leaving, Zion, Bi, CJ, Trey, or Hurt. They might leave. CJ might go, but I think the way Valanciunas money, I think he's gonna go, and they gonna fill it with like a rookie or something, or some Andre Drummond type.
Hey, Jay Black, you think they're gonna take the Lakers draft pick this year? Or they're gonna push it back to the next year.
I think unless the Lakers ain't making the playoffs, the Lakers look like they're gonna make the playoffs or the play in. So the value of that draft pick, it depends if they make the play, if they go to the playoffs. Based off the play in, because even if we lost, I ain't even gonna say all that. The Lakers, it's hard for them to lose out the playoffs. They gotta go on like a 5-6 game losing streak to get out that 10th spot to go down to the 11th spot. And
if LeBron,
with Milwaukee right now,
you think LeBron, if LeBron come back to the Lakers, man, they may be better next year. So you have to, I don't know.
Yeah, LeBron kind of going out a little
just
bit.
like this year, everybody else is going to get better too. Nobody
Yeah.
else ain't going to stay the same.
Nope.
Everybody going to gear up for the winner of the championship, just like they
Yeah.
geared up for
The
Denver.
Nuggets.
The Nuggets. Yeah, everybody started getting size everywhere. Oh,
Yeah.
I got to deal with Denver and I got to deal with the Pelicans because you got to deal with people with size in the West.
Well, no
Yeah.
one's worried about the Pelicans. We're not worried about the Pelicans.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
believe
according
that.
to Draymond. That's what
Yeah.
Draymond on Sunday.
But
Yeah.
I
But the
don't
good
know.
thing is
Man.
those guys gonna knock each other off in that play-in, right? Only one of them gonna
Yeah.
advance, right?
Well, it
Mm.
depends because if they're in
Or
the
two.
9, well, look, they in the 9 and 10 spot,
Oh
so
yeah.
they'll play
Yeah.
and they'll knock one of each other out, and then they have to
Then
play
play.
for the 8th spot between whoever's in the 7th and 8th.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I think
both
that's how
of
it
them
goes.
could still possibly be out, but
And then the bottom line is, bro, those cats are getting old, man. You know what I'm saying? So the league is changing, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, you're not gonna win. You know, you're not. I mean, LeBron is an aberration, bro. You're not gonna play. Nobody's gonna play
these
sports
teams
until
are
that age.
actually better. It's not so much as like having like super strong star power like a LeBron or Steph, but as a team, they have the other teams are just better, like
Ooh,
collectively.
they winning right now.
Clutch
Oh,
I mean,
shot by
they
Giannis.
losing now.
it's close against the Bucks.
Yeah, and that's
I'm sitting here watching.
without LeBron.
I got a FanDuel betting. Paying
Who-
attention.
You know what? Sometimes it seems like they've been playing, but they actually play better in a weird sense.
Oh yeah,
You know,
LeBron got that
Well,
he got that psychological spell on all his teammates.
Oh, Milwaukee just took the lead.
Yeah, I seen the points. Yeah.
Yeah, with
y'all must be
2:44
ahead
to
of
go
me.
in the game.
Y'all must
Mhm.
be ahead of me.
Yeah, no, they had
Oh,
Yeah,
y'all
114 to
no more.
112 now.
okay, they
Please,
just scored.
yeah,
Yeah,
no more.
it's neck and neck. It's basically gonna come down to the last possession, who can execute
Oh,
the best.
Yeah, I got 110, 109. Y'all must be ahead of me.
Oh,
Damn.
110 or 109?
yeah,
Oh,
they just
Oh yeah,
scored. Well,
brother.
Milwaukee
Nah,
just
yeah,
scored. Now they
111,
You might want to call the
110.
company, brother. Call the
yeah,
internet
yeah.
company.
Oh
I
man,
got
hey,
114
bro,
to 112.
I stream me,
yeah,
man.
I do too. I do too,
I,
Jay Black.
Oh, Milwaukee
Yeah,
just hit a 3.
Yes,
yeah.
117,
Kilo
I need
112.
my
he
money.
just
I
missed.
need my
see,
money.
I stream, man. So sometimes we might be behind. You know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, at least you know the future, Mose.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now, Milwaukee is winning right now by 5.
That's about to get
117, 112.
my money
Okay, I'm
account.
114, 112, man. Hold on, let me
Okay.
change my channel.
Yeah,
Maybe
Dame,
to do mess
Dame had a
around with y'all.
ridiculous shot.
Yeah, he sure did.
Man.
But we need the Lakers
Yeah.
to lose. I always want the Lakers to lose. I don't care who they playing. They could be playing the Russians. I'm
Hey
playing
y'all,
for the
when y'all
Oh,
go
118. Oh yeah, it's over now.
when we face the Bucks and the Pelicans, I mean when we face like Bucks and the Lakers, do y'all
Yeah.
be like nervous before the game? Like, damn, what we gonna do?
No.
No.
No,
The thing about the Lakers is
Man,
when we play
man, I'd be
they
nervous.
got a
I'd be
lot of
nervous.
politics.
I'd
when you
be
play
nervous
against the
before the
Lakers,
game.
you get
I don't
somebody
be
like
knowing
D'Angelo, whatever his name, play out his ass when he ever
Yeah,
play.
Yeah,
D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah. He don't do
yeah.
shit against nobody else.
So y'all don't be worried about when y'all playing against the team.
No, man.
Nah,
Scared of
I don't really. I don't.
Y'all be thinking
Yeah, I
be
see
thinking we
one.
gonna beat them?
Man, I ain't scared of nobody.
I
I don't
see.
live like
Yeah,
I
that.
don't
I don't
like.
live my life like that. I don't give
Yeah,
a
I
fuck.
Not
don't
like that. No, not
like.
like
I don't give a
that,
fuck
y'all.
about that.
It's
I don't
just
Nah,
live
I
like
don't
that,
know.
nah,
man.
y'all.
No,
Listen,
I'm gonna see that shit like.
Jay Black, I
listen.
don't
I'm
live
not
like
talking
that,
about.
man.
I'm not saying like that.
hey,
Listen.
I
I'm
got
not talking
I'm
about
listening.
this stuff.
I'm
listen. I'm
listening.
not talking about like we on the court. I know we ain't like we on the court. We not scared. I'm saying as a fan, you like, damn, we gotta play that team. I'm talking about
I'm
that
not
type.
saying
Nah,
that.
still not.
Shit.
I've
I
been
be
No,
scared as a
Milwaukee.
motherfucker.
down.
Lakers down by
Man,
2.
y'all tripping. Man, y'all tripping, man.
120
We play
to
them Bucks, man.
118.
Them Bucks. What
Man, I'm
happened?
trying to win all the
That's
time. Me.
120 to 118.
We trying to win, but that I mean, you know when you're going against a good
I mean,
team, man.
well, Don, there's different type of fans. There are fans like that. Just the
Yeah,
people that you're talking to are not like that.
That go
I'm not like
D'Angelo
that.
Russell throwing up
Yeah,
some bullshit.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, look, I
Shit, yeah,
mean,
nah, that's how I am.
we
I
kind of
be worried.
hardcore basketball minds and people. You know what I'm saying?
I just want
Oh, when I play,
I
I'm not worried about shit. I'm talking about when I'm watching it though.
when I'm watching it, I look at the strategy. I look at
Yeah,
what
there you go, Big Rock.
the battle of the minds
Man.
or the
Yeah,
battle
Yeah, but
of
coaching,
the great players.
chess.
yeah, and we don't be on that winning side most of the time. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean,
Nah. That
We
no,
don't.
that's
well,
not
if it's
fair.
close,
Do you
probably not.
have any
That's
record?
not fair.
Any records of it? Is there any
If it's
records of it?
I just went down the list of
I mean, we can go back
bunch
to
of
Chris
things that we
Paul. We
list.
can go back to Chris Paul and Tyson Chandler and all that. We
Oh,
can
you
do that.
talking about? I'm talking about this year. I'm not talking about. I
Oh
don't
well, yeah. I
talk
mean,
about.
but we ain't did nothing this year. I mean, we just
this
regular
game
season.
got you on the edge of your seat, but I'm
We
good.
just we regular season. We got a good record. That's all. But
Yeah,
we
Yeah,
but
do what we do.
I think that
We still don't lost a couple big. We lost a lot of big games. Like we get like those
I
games
think
against
it's
the
those
Grizzlies,
double digit
man.
leads.
Against the Grizzlies, man, we be getting chumped and letting them come back. Man, I don't be feeling none of that, man. We
well,
be getting
where they at? I
Grizzlies.
don't know where they at
Well,
right
that's a
now.
bad
Man,
challenge,
well,
man. Like,
you
I
know
would
where they
next
at
I
year,
with,
would
they
and
the
you know,
tiebreakers
I
with
would
them
say
challenge
you
where
too.
know
it's
where they
now.
at with Ja there. You gonna know where they at with Ja there.
I don't care
Ja
about
bringing that,
when somebody else is there. I'll talk about now. Let them play us
man.
now. We'll
Ja
beat them
bringing
by
that
30.
smoke, man.
I
Ja
give
bringing
a,
all smoke.
I
Ja
know
bringing
he
all
ain't.
smoke when he coming.
I know.
Look,
He
Yeah,
got.
well, there's teams that are
That's
relevant
why he
that
sat
bring
out
him the
because
smoke.
I'm a
he was
diehard.
carrying smoke. Motherfucker, he's carrying guns. Like
I'm not talking
Pelicans,
about no
that's the
team that
reason
Pelicans
need
he
to
sit
play
just
out.
out.
rise
Like
to the occasion, man. It's like
Hmm?
everything when it comes to getting close to these playoffs and things, they just got to rise to the occasion. Like
Yeah.
they lack experience. I think we're kind of in the same boat, somewhere in the middle between OKC and the T Wolves as far
Right,
as
and that ain't
the
saying too much.
experience. Yeah.
That ain't
So I mean, the thing is that we just got to bring it. We can't act like we have a switch that we can turn on and turn off.
right, but it's
I
like
think sometimes,
I do.
it kind of appears like we get into that mode, like again tonight, just mentally like having a meltdown in the second half. But we got to be stronger. We've seen
Yeah,
this, and
but
it's like let's get better from it so we
we
can
not built like that though.
tighten up. Well, the thing is like you got to do something. I mean, like Mo said, this is what we got. No, the trade deadline is already
I
passed. Ain't
gone.
nothing happening.
I
Willie
told you.
Green, he's setting his ways.
We
So
all we got.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we
like,
all we got.
Oh,
they just
we
gotta.
got one last ditch chance though. I'm getting other players, because they gonna release some of these players from these lower
Man, we
teams
ain't
that's
getting
like
nobody.
eliminated. I'm just
From a buyout market.
I don't think so, but
You know us.
some of
I
these
mean,
teams that's about to be eliminated, they going because that's what they going. That's been the new trend for the
yeah,
last couple years is
Buyout
that.
market.
Yeah, the buyout market closer
yeah.
towards the playoffs from the losing teams. Once you
But
out,
I mean, we've
Can
already
you
signed
imagine?
Robinson Earl, and we signed
Man,
Matt.
man,
So
With a
yeah,
guy like
somebody,
Spencer Dinwiddie, that's
what
Goody over
spots
there
do
with
we
the
have
Lakers
left?
losing.
yeah.
man.
I was shocked we didn't go after Dinwiddie, but
We did, but he
Look,
wanted
Yeah,
man.
to
we
be at the
did, but
Lakers.
he was at the game when they were
oh,
playing the Pelicans, and he was
Y'all,
sitting next to Rob
y'all,
Pelinka.
y'all sound
oh,
Yeah,
like me now.
look, I saw that and I was like, oh, it's a done
man,
deal.
it's a done
You know
deal.
what I'm saying?
Okay,
So, I mean, yeah, he
more
basically
playing
already
time
made his
probably.
decision without
Man, y'all
actually
know
Yeah,
playing.
exactly.
he
Y'all
was
know
getting
I
what
more
we're
mean,
gonna
playing
plus
do,
it's
time.
man.
Okay.
Hollywood, so
Y'all
a
know
lot of guys
exactly what
ain't
we're
gonna
gonna do.
reject.
What are we
We
gonna
gonna
do?
we're gonna what you call them? Raptors not gonna make it, and then we're gonna buy out Garrett Temple. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Oh
Oh
Man, come
God,
on, man.
hell no,
Stop,
we
man.
not.
man, come on, Don.
Yeah, that's the
Damn,
Stop
type
it,
of
damn.
time.
man.
Stop
That's the type of
playing, man.
time we be
Stop
on. That's the
playing.
type of
Stop it,
time we
man.
be
You
on.
We
playing,
gave
man.
him
Stop the madness, man.
we gave him his flowers when he
That's
came back.
the that's the,
It's over.
that's the type
Hey,
of time we. Well, we
nah,
thought Garrett.
I,
We thought Garrett would
Oh
be
man,
perfect.
they
I,
just scored
We thought
48
Garrett
seconds.
would be
Garrett Temple hanging
good.
around, keeping that, making that money.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why
All
he
he
look.
doing.
Oh,
Hey, I ain't even
perfect.
mad at him. Hey man, get
Milwaukee is
your
up
money.
122, 120.
I ain't mad with Gary. Gary, mama from the River Parishes, man. Keep getting your money.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know. I think we're going to get somebody. I don't know what team is going to
Man,
make the cuts. It's just that we don't get people. We usually don't get people in buyout markets, or we never get free agents. I don't know
yeah,
why.
that's hey, we the Pelicans,
Hey,
baby.
Griff might not have the talk that we think he got, like he, be doing when he gets in front of his pressers.
So if we would have got Dinwiddie, y'all think he would have played?
Yeah.
Does he play defense?
He like vets. He'd have played him.
Does he play defense, Jay Black?
Right. He like vets.
His size, switchability.
Dude,
I think.
he
I
played Tony
think so.
Snell. He played Tony
Well,
Snell, so you know.
hey.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
think.
the question. That's
Tony
the only
Snell was
question.
I think he played.
Does he outplay defense than Herb Jones?
Oh no, I'm not talking. That's starter. You talking about like off a bench? Do we outplay
wasn't he starting?
Jose Alvarado on defense or Najee Marshall? Because those are the minutes that
You know who I would.
would be more likely.
You know who I wouldn't mind to have back though. He's not coming back, but Josh Richardson, I really liked him.
He hurt.
Well, I'm saying if he was hurt,
he is hurt.
Yeah, he just got hurt for the year.
I would like to have him back. I like him.
Josh Richardson is solid, but I don't think he really moves the needle. I mean, if we're going to get somebody, we might as well get somebody who's really going to have kind of like a stronger impact. You know what I'm saying?
We got what we got right now. We are what we are.
No, I'm talking about future. I wasn't talking about right now.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm talking about, right?
Future, I don't want no Josh Richardson. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, he's solid, but I don't think that's what we need in order to move the needle.
We ain't gonna pick up another the scrap heap.
Nah, I wasn't talking about for the future. But now Josh did his thing last year. He came right in, was doing great on defense.
What we need to do is get us a young center in the draft.
Lost in the play-in. He made some boneheaded plays, which for him is not really high. I've never seen him do that type stuff, but he did. I remember some of the plays he made in key moments, and that wasn't hot. I was kind of upset about that. And I like Josh.
Yeah, nah.
He don't play like that in Miami, though. I know that.
Oh, hell no. That organization don't play that. Because they built like that, and we not.
Come on, man. Now you talk.
No, brother. I stand by what they said, brother. Yeah,
come on, man. You talking like you're not a Pelican fan.
Hey, look here, brother. Hey, brother, we got to be about action. Shit, the Pelicans need to be accountable and be about action. So that's why I'm just waiting for them to win games and be built like that. Because I'm just waiting for them to be built like that.
Just name the team. Name the Western Conference team that gives us the problem.
Anybody can give us a problem any given day.
Name them.
Denver Nuggets.
We play good against the Denver Nuggets.
We do.
But they give us a problem.
It really depends on how the Pelicans are playing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
They're coming out and playing the right way. Like, nobody can really give us problems unless we're not playing our game. And that's the thing we've been talking about all season as far as being consistent. Because again, sometimes like tonight, first half, we came out locked in. Second half, where'd y'all go? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're staying locked in, like there's the probability of us beating these teams is very high. I mean, nobody can really beat us.
But I think if we take that approach, history shows us that's not like a recipe for success.
What?
Being locked in all through the season. Mm-hmm. Because the team that was locked in all through the season was the Golden State Warriors. And they went to the finals and they lost. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't the problem.
Damn.
That wasn't the problem. The problem was next year. When they talked about it next year, they all started going down from injury. Clay got hurt. I think Dre got hurt. And Andre
they have been to the finals how many times?
No, but they were specifically talking about that year. Okay. Because they played so many games and so when they went on a 20-something game winning streak, Draymond was talking about it. I couldn't come out the game because I couldn't sit out on a game that I wouldn't play. I had to play it back to back because I didn't want to be the reason that we messed up the streak or messed up these situations. You want to be the person that ride the momentum, keep winning. But usually if you hear the basketball players when they speak, it's highs and lows in the season, and they want to get hot towards the playoffs and ride momentum in the playoffs, but they don't want to peak too early. If you peak too early,
the Pelicans haven't done that yet, right?
they didn't peak yet. So we got some that's what we need to. If they don't peak at all, then that's a problem. We didn't peak none this year. We haven't had a 10-game winning streak yet.
No.
We ain't having none of that. And we still got it. We're plus 13. We 13 games over 500. And we haven't had a 10-game winning streak yet.
We playing our best basketball right now too.
We on a 3-game winning streak.
Even though we let them creep back in that game tonight, the Pelicans are playing good basketball right now, man.
I think I wouldn't want them to peak. I wouldn't want them to peak now.
Oh
shit.
yeah, I always feel like there's always room to get better and improve. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that's the cool thing about this team is that as far as with the ceiling.
Oh shit, the Lakers won it.
Yeah, of course.
At one point.
Of course, I
That's
lost
what
my
it
money.
came down to. I said it, last possession.
Of course, I lost my money. Huh?
Man,
That's
y'all
what
done
it
messed up
was.
my doggone thing. I'm watching the last possession.
It's
Oh
okay,
shit, my
bro.
bad. Oh
It's
shit,
all
my
right,
bad.
bro.
I done lost my money.
Man.
Who
It's
made the
all
last shot?
Huh?
Who made the last shot?
I think it was either
D-Lo.
Dinwiddie or D-Lo.
D-Lo, he got like 46 right now.
He got 44. Damn.
Yeah. And Dinwiddie made a nice clean block on Dame time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because there was 5 seconds on the clock.
I don't think the winning and lose. Let me see if that really affects anything.
Well, you know the Lakers. They trying to.
I just don't care.
Gonna stay the same.
Oh,
All that
no
stuff
way.
gonna stay the same at the bottom.
Yeah, they gonna stay the same. Yeah, unless you're saying that we gonna a lot of teams gonna have some. Let me see. Are they about to overturn it?
Came down to that last
Nah,
possession.
man, it's over, man. I lost my money.
Mouse.
Oh,
Of course, the Lakers.
It's okay, Don, man.
I should never bet against the Lakers.
He kicked the ball.
Don't let it consume you, man.
All that. I should have never. I was gonna pay the light bill with that. So you know.
Oh shit!
Oh no,
Oh
Don,
shit!
don't say that.
Damn.
Watch out. You might experience a disconnect on Don.
Yeah. Wait, man. Oh shit!
Man.
You are now disconnected.
I should never bet against the Lakers. Oh, I be knowing Lakers gonna get a win because they ain't had no business winning tonight.
Well, you know what? Like I said,
That's how it usually is.
They seem to play better when LeBron doesn't play. You know, because I mean LeBron. I mean he does get guys involved, but he is ball dominant. It's kind of like a double whammy because they said that same thing in Miami.
He got that psychological effect on the players.
Oh yeah, be like, hey man, if you ain't being productive.
Nah, it ain't like that.
You gonna be gone. Like if you don't be productive, you on that trade block.
I feel like it's more so.
I don't know. Rob needs to do something. You know what I'm saying?
More so
I don't know why we're not winning, but you know, Rob needs to do something. Wow. If you saying Rob needs to do something, what you saying? You saying your teammates ain't good enough?
Man, hell yeah, that's what you said.
It's like he be so indirect but direct.
Yeah.
So players and stuff.
I don't think the Lakers. I don't think they can't go to 11 unless they go on a 5-game losing streak.
I don't care nothing about the Lakers.
Yeah, I don't. Now, what team I do care about is the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think they're gonna come back down to earth. Without Cat, I think they're gonna come down. I think they're gonna
just beat Cleveland
I'm glad
tonight,
you
man.
mentioned that, Jay Black.
Oh yeah, well they ain't come back down to earth yet. Well, now Cleveland.
Cleveland beat them.
Cleveland beat them.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cleveland beat them.
Yeah, they the number 2
game, and they were without D. Mitch.
I need them to drop down to 3. That way we can play them in the first round.
No, I think they need to drop down to 5 and we take over that spot when we go up. That's what I'm more thinking about.
No, the 4th spot.
Yeah, we need 4 or 5 that way we can play them in the first round.
I think
have home court advantage. You know what? The Clippers here, they've been kind of up and down. Plus, you know, they lost Russell Westbrook. He's out.
You don't think they're gonna lose that many?
Yeah,
We
because
5 games behind them.
Ant-Man a dog, man. He not gonna let that happen.
They 6-4 in the last 10 games. Clippers are 5-5 in the last 10 games. You better be mindful.
Yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. It's
They better
I
if
possible.
mean,
they keep if they keep that 5-5 mentality, they
yeah.
coming back home.
Man, the Western Conference though, they already in the playoffs. Like,
Yeah, I ain't worried about the playoffs. I'm trying to get I'm gonna
teams are
get a
just
higher
bad.
seed.
So what y'all think about the Atlanta game Sunday, the Hawk game?
You gotta come prepared.
Yeah, we got to be ready.
Yeah, we gotta be locked in.
Because
Yeah,
they always play us tough in Atlanta, man.
Absolutely.
yeah.
My
But
boy
they are without
Boosie
Trey
out there
Young, but
too.
they've been winning without Trey too. So they seem to
We
be,
got to be locked in for that game because if we can get that when we come back and we got Cleveland that Tuesday, right?
and we can't sleep on Cleveland because
Oh
Cleveland's
no, we don't
actually
sleep
playing
on.
well.
Yeah, but
We
we always
don't
bust them
sleep
up
on
when they come
nobody
to New Orleans.
Ain't nobody in the league to be slept on.
Yeah.
at all.
Well, every
Well,
every
that's why
game
it's
is a must
important to be
win right
locked
now, right?
in.
So you can't
You
take
know.
anybody lightly.
I just
Yeah, it's definitely feasible.
Check it out. Mookie Betts going to play shortstop.
I haven't looked at the Clippers schedule, but it's possible. I mean, obviously the Clippers have to lose some games.
We play Clippers next Friday, I think.
That's gonna be a key game. That's a home game, ain't it?
It's a home game, yeah. It's gonna be
Okay.
key game.
We definitely gotta take care of these games at home.
We lose too many games at home, man. Like the
Can't
Bulls
come
and the Heat. You can't lose
what's
to
up?
the Bulls, man, on your own court.
So what is our record at home?
It's I think it's
18-12.
I think we got a better record on the road.
no.
We're
We have a winning record
20-13.
at home and on the road.
So we're 18-12 at home and 20-13 on the road.
We got a better record on the road, man.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
crazy.
that's not a bad thing because that means hey,
we got to
Yeah,
improve
that's
our
not a
home
bad
record.
thing.
We let
That's
too many
not a
games
bad
get away
thing,
at
bro.
home when we had big leads, man.
Absolutely.
yeah. Hey, I'm gonna say this: that Bulls game, it really bothered me. We shouldn't have
I
lost
think
that game.
I think
Hey
we
man,
lost. I think we
there's a
lost 2
lot
or
of
3
games.
games to the
There's a
Bulls.
hell of games we lost this
We
season
lost 2
about
games to the
the
Bulls this
I
year. They
mean, I
swept
know
us.
that's
Yeah.
the most recent game though.
Yeah.
Post All Star, we should have got that game. I
We
was
should have beat
really
them in. We
upset
should have
after
beat them in
Miami,
Chicago.
huh?
Yeah, we
We
should have
should
beat
have
them in
beat them in
Chicago.
Chicago. We let them off the hook.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true
we
too.
lost them a couple times.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch every game, so I done seen every game this year.
Oh yeah. I mean, I agree. I was just talking about specifically, post
Yeah, he
post
was.
All Star, because we just shouldn't have lost that game.
Yeah, we lost them twice. Ain't that a bitch?
Shoot, and the
Yep.
Memphis games shouldn't have lost them. Shoot, those double-digit leads you be talking
Boy,
about, Jay Black.
that
Yeah,
boy,
Look, we would
that
have been.
boy,
We would have been. You talking about
that
10,
boy,
at least 10 games,
that boy
and we
jaw,
lost double-digit leads.
that boy jaw at will. I said, man, all respect to you, Slim. He really bitched us. I said, damn, couldn't do nothing with him. Jaw
Oh,
did
shoot,
his
uh,
thing.
I think we lost that in the clutch. Yeah, we lost that by like
Yeah,
3
he
or
did. He did the
shoot,
And,
and
same
and think
thing
they,
about
both
think
games
about
Yeah,
and
almost.
we
they
lost by 1. Yeah, we lost the last.
in a similar
That
fashion too.
and think
yeah,
about that game.
Because
Think about
I
the
forgot
Bulls
about
game.
that shit.
it
Think about
made
losing to the Jazz twice. Man, there's a bunch of games
Okay.
that just got away. They
yeah.
shouldn't have lost, man.
Well,
We
that
lost
was
to the Jazz.
double-digit leads, right?
Hey, we lost
The
to the
We had
Jazz
Jazz,
10
twice.
double-digit leads that we at least 10
I don't know.
double-digit
I thought
leads
we
that we
beat the
lost.
Jazz twice.
We lost them twice
we
when we
lost
played
some
We
them.
lost to them
early.
twice, and we beat them twice.
We
Oh
played
yeah,
them
we
two
lost
games
some
in a row.
early.
We played them
Oh,
two
Yeah,
games in a row at home.
but that's
yeah,
fine because the last two, I think we handled business the last two. So
yeah.
Yeah, we
It's
beat we
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
split,
But to be honest, y'all,
but
man,
we were supposed to sweep them though.
I'm
But
interested
yeah.
to see
they was a good matchup for us.
who was the
We,
next playoff team we play, like elite team. Who's the next
you
elite team?
just said Cleveland.
No, I said
Yeah.
elite. No, I said
Cleveland's in
elite,
there.
elite, bro.
They ain't
We
They
elite.
are. You
no,
saying they're not elite?
elite.
Bro, we
We
got a
talk.
tough schedule down the stretch.
I
We talking
mean,
about
well, I mean, I think anybody in playoff contention right
Yeah.
now is gonna
The
be. I
Cavaliers,
mean,
the
instead of
Clippers.
saying elite,
I'm
maybe
talking
a
about
playoff contender.
them guys like the Bucks is elite. Like guys, you can see this is a matchup
Then
problem.
Cavaliers
Well,
beat the Bucks.
I mean, well, are the T-Wolves and
But to
Thunder
be
and
honest,
the
but,
Nuggets,
but to
are
be
they
honest, it's
elite?
kind of
Well,
what
we
I
know
be
the
saying
Nuggets
too.
are elite, but
It
Nuggets
is
are
kind
number
of
3 right now.
it's all
Yeah.
about matchups though. It is all about matchups. Like
So you saying you used to be afraid of certain teams? Like you talking about like Celtics and the
yeah, like
Suns.
oh yeah, I'm worried about them. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want.
Those teams. All right. So you're
Yeah,
saying the Bucks, Celtics, and the
Well,
Suns.
well,
yo,
the Suns
yeah,
are.
they scared
All
me
right. All right. I don't.
because of what they
We play up to the competition. We
cause
usually
what they
sometimes we
yeah,
up and
because
down with that.
what them sons
OKC
can
just beat
do,
the Heat.
Yeah, they
them
be.
yeah, what them
Shea
sons can do.
Alexander's a dog, man.
Hey man, well, you know what? I don't know about that as far as him being a dog. I just kind of feel like he gets a lot of calls, kind of like James Harden.
Oh man,
He's like a smaller version of James Harden to me.
Yeah, he be
Just
busting heads, don't Lexxah. He be busting heads every night. He don't play with people. you
Nah,
gotta
for
you
real.
gotta you gotta tip your cap, man. You gotta give a man his due.
Yep.
No, I mean he does his thing, but don't get it twisted. He does get a lot of calls. Shoot, I wish we could get the Shea calls for Zion. I know that much.
That's
or
another
anybody on the team. Like,
You know what I'm saying? I
like,
mean, because he does get calls, man, and it's like what? Look, I know we talk about politics and things like that, but it's like what has he done for real? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I kind of feel
But
like
but he
he
plays the
should get those
game.
calls. You know what I'm saying?
his style.
He's got that
Like,
old herky jerky game, man.
yeah, that's his style. Yeah,
That's his style of play.
I don't know about that, man. We
yeah,
can't give
that's
him
well, that's
that credit.
no for
I
real.
mean,
That's what it is.
I'm just
That's what
saying,
James
like
Harden.
He's
you make your name in the playoffs, right?
in a
You
playoff
know he has not played in the playoffs,
at all.
Oh, he ain't played
just
last
like
week.
Zion. But yet
Nope.
he gets calls like
Oh,
he's been in the playoffs. No, they lost in the play-in against the T-Wolves.
Yep.
yeah.
That's correct. And
Yeah,
then
but they've never.
T-Wolves lost in the playoffs
He's
right after
never
that.
when he was with the Clippers and OKC.
But
This
see,
will
that's
be
the
his first time being in the
he's
playoffs,
very. But that's what I'm saying. He a very
and he get
he's very
calls like
he's very deep. But
he's been to the
he a
finals.
very detailed guy though. Like so he know how to
Hey
get you.
man,
Oh,
I'm just saying, like in the playoffs, that's where you make your name and get your
he
credentials.
never made his name.
And he hasn't done that. So it's like, why isn't Zion? I'm just saying, that's just kind of weird to me.
Well, I think I think I got a weird thought about that. I think they want Zion. They gonna put him through the trials, a lot of trials.
Yeah,
They know he's the next up. I think Zion's the next up. I think it's gonna be a LeBron James scenario with Zion.
I hope
Hey,
so, man.
well,
That's what I want.
that's the
That's what I
goal
want.
because obviously he's the last person who had the hype similar to LeBron. So,
That's
obviously they
American.
talk about it all the time, huh?
That's American because Victor Wembanyama. But the NBA is not pushing on. They ain't gonna push Victor as much as they try to push Zion.
Yeah, they will
Yeah,
because they
they
want the
wanted to push
international money,
Zion, man.
man.
Even Victor didn't have the hype of Zion.
No, absolutely.
I don't know, man. They want to push. They want that global game. They want that European money.
But Zion is global.
Victor is too.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you think they gonna push? What? So then they will put Joker. Why they don't push Joker then?
I mean,
So Joker.
look at him.
Yeah.
But
He
he ain't
Joker, man.
He not your typical like
I don't
what you
think it's
want to
ever
be
been a big
seen.
man.
Right.
No, the look
I don't know Shaq.
we got Shaq, we got Pat, we got David Robinson, Tim Duncan. It's a bunch of big men.
Well, are you sure? Because you trying to name them like everybody getting a statue.
You saying a superstar? We could say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We could say Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay.
We could say Shaq.
What?
I said Shaq.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Shaq.
It used to be a big man game in the NBA.
It used to be a big man game. Moses Malone, he had that 2-year run. That was Dr. J and that. But that was more Dr.
I don't know. Was Hakeem
More Dr.
Olajuwon?
No,
Was
they
he?
didn't win till Moses came over, man. Moses carried
Absolutely.
them.
Yes, he did. 4-4-4.
4-4-4.
4-4-4.
Yep. And Andrew Toney
He
from
was a big man.
ULL
Big
Yeah.
man.
or
Now
USL at the time.
so guard
Now
head.
that's why Michael Jordan was such a big deal because
Yeah.
they never seen that happen. Like, and plus they was pushing him too. But yeah, it was the next up. It was the Bird. It was the Bird and Magic.
Yeah, that era.
Then Michael Jordan.
Then it was Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Who was after Michael? Who was after Michael?
Kobe.
Kobe and Shaq.
Kobe.
Shaq.
Oh, Shaq. Shaq was 2000, and Kobe was right after him.
I mean,
wow, he was going on too.
Now the team that they didn't celebrate was the Bad Boy Pistons.
Oh no, they didn't.
Nah, they were too bad.
Yeah, they didn't want that.
Not like
They were grimy. They were grimy and gritty.
they wanted people to hate them. It's like, the love got to be effective.
Oh, no, wait, but they did. They wasn't much different than the Celtics. The Celtics was grimy just like that.
Yeah, but
that's actually where they learned they shit from. They learned it from.
But Celtics is different because they Boston and white boy superstar.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Detroit is
yeah.
They had the Oakland
culture of it.
The culture. They brought the hip hop culture, the
like
NWA and shit.
Ben Wallace. They took on kind of like that. Ben Wallace.
No, that was Iverson, man. Iverson is the one who fostered the hip hop generation into.
Yeah.
No. What about the NWA? They brought
I was just watching the interview.
The LA, the Oakland Raiders.
I was just watching
Oakland Raiders. Bad boy.
I was just watching the Shaq podcast with Allen Iverson, and that's what they gave him credit for. The guy that brought the hip hop generation into the NBA.
He did. I mean,
the
guys talk about him.
I ain't talking about. I'm talking about like the wearing the black like the because the Pistons was known as
you
very
talking
physical.
about Fab Five then?
Yeah, but they wasn't gonna come in there with that LA music.
I forgot what they ushered in something. I forgot. Detroit Pistons. That Bad Boys Pistons. That's where they got the bad boy. The bad boy image was actually like the Raiders at the time. The Al Green. Oh, what was it? It wasn't Al Green. Al. I forgot the
Al Davis, man.
Al Davis. Al Davis.
Just win, baby.
Yeah, just win, baby.
He said Al Green.
Al Green. Yeah.
Let's stay together. Let's stay together.
Yeah. Let's stay together. Well, yeah, it was Al Davis. I think they modeled that up after him, and they was supposed to. Yeah, they was actually real physical, but I think they got that from the Celtics.
But what's happening in the NBA right now, man? The international players are the ones that really doing it in the game. When you think of Luka and Embiid and
Giannis,
Giannis, Joker, man.
Well, Embiid is American now.
Yeah, by naturalization, right? But by not by.
I was kidding, Mo.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, he right next to as far as the face with Zion really too.
Is he next up?
Yeah, he can be.
I mean, everybody's talking about him as far as being MJ's son, just like Jimmy Butler. But after I was never on that wagon, but after what he said with the All-Star game, I'm like, as far as, they trying to have fun, they're not trying to go hard. Basically, they're not trying to compete.
Who said
that's not
typical.
Michael Jordan.
No, hell no, that's not Michael Jordan.
So you're definitely like that should have confirmed to everybody he don't have that gene or chromosome, as he put it.
Oh, Ant-Man said that.
Mm-hmm.
He said
he said that recently. He said he got the MJ. I think either when he got that block, that big time block. Yeah, I know y'all saw that.
Yeah.
He was saying that he got the MJ chromosome. I'm like, dog, you better go on somewhere.
Hey,
Come on.
That what he said?
Yeah.
That's my man. I like that man. He cool. He
Yeah,
remind me
he's
of,
nice. He just ain't Michael
remind me of
Jordan. They
somebody
need
back.
to
He
stop
remind
that.
me of
Using people's names in
people I
vain.
grew up with and shit. He's a cool dude for real.
Well, I'm about to check out on you fellas, man.
yeah,
Y'all have a
I
good
think
one.
it's my time too.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. So I got a camp in the morning.
Yeah, I got some boxing events to be at.
Uh-oh. Ah, did y'all see that fight with Anthony Joshua and
That destruction.
like
Yeah,
what happened?
he thought he was fighting another non-puncher. He got into a ring with a puncher instead of somebody that was a boxer
Man, he
puncher.
got killed with that right.
Yeah,
Who
kind of
won?
right.
That
Anthony
was
Joshua
mean.
knocked him out in the second round.
Yeah, I was like, dang, you couldn't get to the fifth.
Nah,
But you know he made 20 mils, so I know he's
hey
happy
man,
because that's way more than what he would get in MMA.
absolutely. He ain't
Hey,
even
they
gonna
should have
go
put.
back to it.
Hey, I wonder why the Milwaukee Bucks ain't put in Pat Bev on the defensive end on the end in that last.
Oh, you about your brain
Uh-oh.
gonna start. Your brain gonna start when you lose money, man. Your brain gonna start.
Oh
What
no,
else,
I ain't mad. No,
man?
I'm not mad. No, I'm not mad. I was just wondering like.
You know why?
And he can't shoot.
No, I'm talking about on defense on that last possession.
Hey, man, they press that button. I got. Hey, man, they press that button.
I feel you. It be like that.
It be that like that sometimes.
It must happen.
I did
Yeah,
not know D'Lo had 44 points.
yeah,
Then
that's what
why
we
they
said.
let that dude go off like on them like that?
They was trying to stop it.
Did they
Pat
double?
Bev.
You know, look.
Try to stop it.
They didn't do like what the Pelicans did with Devin Booker when he put up 60 on us. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And then all of a
No,
sudden, like the last 2 minutes of the game, they won't decide to double them.
Man, I'm scared. I'm scared of Devin. I'm scared of Devin Booker and Ja
Hey
Morant.
man, Booker be going off on the Pels, man.
Man, it
Look,
don't
he
recently.
make
hit 60 point games, 50,
you.
52 point
Oh,
games.
man, y'all better
You just,
stop that, man. Don't.
What?
huh?
Now y'all
Shit.
about.
Like
Come
he
on,
Dude be
man.
looking
smells
like,
blood when he plays the
yeah.
Pelicans.
Recently, that's recent.
His form be on point.
Oh
Look
man.
at the wrist be all.
Now y'all about to make
Damn.
me look up this guy, man. I think he only had like 3 good games against us.
Shit, they be frying.
I mean, hey, I
I
remember those
think
games though.
you remember the games. Yeah, it usually be Chris Paul. It be one of the other. Like they was killing us like that. Let me see.
But nah, I think
Well,
we talking about the
the
most recent.
the only game that they
Most
played
recent.
us, the only game that they played us, he put up 52.
Let me go back. I'm about to go
That's when
back
he
right
was
Because
now.
we got 3
Oh
games.
shit. Oh no,
he was
that
dropping
ain't
everybody off.
And the
Zion
nah,
last
already.
11 games, the
he
last
was
11
cracking
games,
our
hey,
ass.
Black, we played the Suns twice. The last
Yeah.
No,
11 games.
I'm looking at it right now. God
Oh,
damn, that
all
shit,
right.
that
Yeah,
shit look like
Black
it
is
look
he was
crazy
dropping.
now.
He was
gay.
dropping us off.
Whoo, goddamn, I misspoke like a motherfucker. Let me see. Um,
He was dropping us
so
off.
52, 58. Then he had 14, 16, 27, 30,
Hold on.
33,
How far you going
18.
back?
Yeah, how far?
Um,
I was just, well, I'm
You going
just,
back to 1982?
no,
well, I was just mainly saying, like, just the only game that we played on, he put up 52.
no.
And he
So
did,
his last, this is back to back. Well, the last time he played is in 2022.
Nah, he
no, they
played this
played
this
us
year.
this
He played
year.
this year. I know he
They
played
got,
this year. That was a
Ah,
52 game,
yeah,
52 point, and then the game before that was 58.
yeah. He was dropping
Yeah,
everybody off.
that was in the playoffs. That was was that a playoffs?
Nah, that was regular season. I remember
Regular season?
dropping
yeah,
us off.
I thought that
That
was
was the
regular season.
regular
He scored
season.
60
That
something.
was the regular
Dropping
season.
us off.
He scored 60 something in regular
On
season against us.
everybody tried to go.
The highest he had was 58 against us.
I remember that game because I was at a dinner.
Cause I
That
think that was the game Yeah, that was the game we came back on us.
Yeah, when he came back,
Yeah.
when he
Yeah,
was
and
done.
they didn't double him. They just kept Herb on him,
I said, what? And
guarding
they
him
put,
one-on-one.
yeah,
No,
Zion
it was,
tried to do it. And
yeah. Then it was Dyson. He was scorching everybody.
Yeah, he
everybody.
was. And
Everybody.
look, the doubling didn't come until like the last 2 minutes. And I'm like,
It's too late
dog,
now.
I'm gonna need
That's
you
fine.
to do the doubling before that time. When
Nah,
you
they
see
don't do
somebody
that.
getting
You gotta give him credit, you know.
So,
He
nah,
works on his game, and when I was over there coaching, I seen it.
no, but
y'all
well,
like him giving credit.
who?
Willie Green giving credit
Man, he give credit to everybody, man.
to everybody.
I think he be political. I can't, because he don't sound like that when he having them speeches and stuff, man. I think this is all political. He had political speech. He try to speak highly about everybody. I
just
don't know. He trying to portray something too much to me.
Yeah.
I want to see.
What is it? Go on and say it, Jay Black.
What? The
What is he
niceness?
trying to portray?
That he's like a nice human being. Like that's what he's trying to portray.
I want to see.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I want to see him have one more sick day.
Goddamn. I'll pray on this for him, man.
Yeah, Willie Green, he too late.
This, just something slight, a little cold or something.
Non-COVID.
It still ain't gonna matter.
I mean, he's gonna come back.
He gonna come back, and it's gonna be the same. His philosophy is not gonna change unless. As a matter of fact, it's no way, because it's already there. The only thing that could change is the players. Like the players would change.
Hey, Doc Rivers got a tattoo haircut.
Oh man, I'm done. All right, yeah, it's time to go. All right, y'all have a good night.
Big Q.
Yeah,
Big Q, you in the building.
Yeah. Y'all enjoy your night.
All right, Black. Big Q.
All right, guys.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate y'all tonight. Shout out to everybody in the building. I see DJ had he got out of here and went to sleep early.
He sure did.
But shout out to the fan. Appreciate y'all, man, for us. Like I was just doing the knowledge, man, doing a little work while I'm listening to y'all guys, y'all cutting up. But big ups to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all in the stream, man. We're gonna do it again next Friday. I think it's the next game, whenever the next Friday broadcast roll around. But we'll be back for the next matchup Sunday night for the Atlanta game. So much love to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share the show on your social media feed. We're gonna holler at you on the next one. Much love. Go Pels.
Go Pels.
Show us the edge, the chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level, yeah. Expectations high, have to show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter, baby. Put the league on notice. Show me the edge, play with the edge, show me the edge, play with the edge, show me the edge, show me the edge, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the outlook. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, do you want it all? This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, show me the edge,
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.